Welcome in, everybody. This is Doors of Divinity, Chapter 3, Episode 2. We're going to go ahead and give it off to the players to give us the recap from last time's session. Go ahead.
Last time we were on a voyage heading north looking for the sarcophagus of rejuvenation and or some hint that Rakana, a deity in our world, told us to go north for some reason. We've recently encountered a bunch of Myrmidons that we vanquished, and we saw a underwater city beneath us. We also were able to procure some sort of a magical device that puts a bubble around us, but also currently incapacitates us. So I think our next step here is to try and tinker with those to see if we can become not incapacitated and possibly use them to access this city below us.
Outside of that, we've just been enjoying our time on the high seas, putting Brillis to work, having him do all of our deckhand duties. It's been so sweet.
Oh, yeah, happy to do it, you know. Yeah, it's a real pleasure.
Getting me that salt water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, somebody's got to do it, you know, right? Might as well be me.
You are absolutely right. Somebody has to do it. And Prince Elmund always throws up such a fuss every time I ask him to do any tiny thing.
Oh, you know, he's still a youngster. He's gonna learn, just like my youngest. I mean, if I ever can stop him from being made of stone, you know.
Prince Elmund is not around. He's gone below deck to take all the belongings. He's doing arranging or something because you guys have given him another chore, perhaps. Maybe cleaning the dishes, something like that. But you guys are up here on deck, and you are discussing what's going to happen next. Now, there's some big news because you, just as a recap, you do have devices that allow you to create a bubble of air around you, but they do paralyze you when you're in those bubbles. So you need to find a way to either attune to them or fix them so they don't paralyze you, and you can actually mobilize yourselves down to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, well, this has Kamaji written all over of it. He's gonna definitely start tinkering with these things. He's not even like engaged in whatever everybody else is doing. Immediately, he's like already like ripping one apart and like trying to figure out how it works.
Hey, Kamaji, you know, if you can't get that to work, I suppose I could just take you guys all down. Now that I have this brand new power of being able to breathe underwater, you know, it's quite handy. And down there, oh man, have you guys tried that water down there? It is great. I don't know how much of it you got in when we were on our way to the surface, but that salty sea air, that's perfect. Those Myrmidons are doing something right down there. Let me tell you.
What are you talking about? How would we go down with you?
I mean, I use the bubbles on you, and then I swim. I don't need a bubble.
Oh, if we're incapacitated. I see.
Mm-hmm. You would have to entrust your lives to me, which I know is a big ordeal and a big ask, but I'm sure Brillis would do it.
I prefer to have, you know, my wits about me while I'm floating to depths of the ocean that I wouldn't be able to save myself from if the bubble were to fail. So I'm gonna just keep tinkering over here.
Tell you what, evens I'm in, odds I'm out. Hey, I'm in. Incapacitate me.
Okay. Marge grabs a bubble and points it at Chance, and let's see how this works. Starts like fiddling with it, hitting buttons. And
you just hit the button and the stasis envelops Chance, and he just immediately freezes. He's incapacitated, paralyzed, and then he just kind of tips over and falls on his side. Completely frozen with that very eccentric face.
All right, Kamaji, give me a set of his dice. Odds, I unfreeze him, and evens, he can go free.
All right, here.
I've rolled a weighted dice that roll evens. And I'll release him.
Okay, he's released.
How was that, Chance?
I don't really understand what just happened. I was standing 1 minute, and the next, I was on the deck. But I rolled a 6, so that must have been what was supposed to happen.
It was all your dice slots. It's fine.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Just a rule of fate.
Okay. So Kamaji, you want to try and fix this system, correct?
I want to try and remove the paralytic function of it while maintaining the bubble.
Okay. Roll an
On
investigation. Go ahead.
On a side note, I believe the last thing we did before our last session, we said let's start sailing away, like one, nautical mile to the west, because
Yeah.
we didn't want the Myrmidons to come up looking for their missing Myrmidons and have us just sitting there chilling, being like, "Oh, here."
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got you here, adjacent to the Emerald City.
That's
Is that
right.
where you wanted to go?
Yeah.
You said what?
Good call.
Investigation?
Investigation on the device, yes.
19.
You notice that there is a very, very small, almost like a needle thin hole that you could puncture, perhaps, to release something. It appears to be a release mechanism to you.
Okay, I'll use like the string from my loot. I'll use like some of the excess string to like poke through it.
A loot string. Yeah, that's definitely firm enough and thin enough. When you put it into the hole, it pops open a little latch, and you see a small, very tiny little vial inside, hooked up to a tube that seems to go further into this small little square device, and that's like sitting on top of the casting implement. Almost like
Okay.
they're like wiring tied into the magic instrument.
Can I kind of poke around a little more? Maybe roll like an Arcana check to see if I understand what I'm looking at?
Yes.
20.
It appears to be some kind of poison. Paralytic poison. Probably
Okay,
from a Myrmidon substance of some kind, either from their own bodies or some kind of wildlife or plant life at the bottom of the ocean.
Alright, so I'll just remove the vial then.
Okay. Do you want to test the instrument again?
On chance, yeah. But I also want to keep the vial and like stow it carefully to maybe use to coat a weapon at a later date.
Okay.
It's like the immediate on chance, yeah.
When you do
It's
it,
a new test. I've got to roll another die. Odds I do it, evens I don't. I'm switching it up. All right, I'm not doing it, guys. Sorry.
I do it to him anyway.
okay, you envelop him with the device, but he does not fall over this time, and he is able to move around inside of the air bubble and breathe.
Nice.
Dude, what the hell? I thought we were friends.
You notice Chance, actually Chance
You
roll
said
per-
evens, you do it, right? I swear that's what you said before. That's what, when you rolled evens, that's how I did it.
Evens were friends, odds were, acquaintances at best.
All right, let's find out. Okay, we're friends.
He's just joshing you a little bit, you know.
Yeah, friends rib each other, you know?
All right, I look forward to ribbing you back sometime.
Well, that's not always how it goes. Sometimes
Okay.
there's like the friend that ribs and then the friend that just like takes the ribbon.
What?
I don't like where this conversation's going.
So Chance, roll a perception check on the bubble. You are breathing, but
I
let's
wanted
see
to
if...
reply as Fram so bad to that conversation.
Perception check for Chance.
Perception check for chance.
You don't notice anything. You're breathing in the air, but beyond that, it escapes you. Anything of importance escapes you. Okay. You seem to have working devices now. I believe you have enough for all of you to go down. I think there was for your party. I don't think you had enough for the captain. Did anybody write that number down? Because I was a bad DM and didn't do that.
I thought I remembered you saying 7 of them.
Was there
Oh,
seven?
I
That was
could-
5.
Wait,
I
what
could have
thing?
been wrong.
The bubble
the-
thing?
The bubble
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I only remember we got like 2 death stuff, but I don't remember how much bubble
we-
we can.
We definitely
Create.
had more than 2.
It was more than
That was
2.
5.
Oh,
5
really?
sounds right, but
Okay.
Prince,
5 fits our party minus Elmund.
Prince
Oh wait,
Elmund-
no, because Marge could breathe.
Yep. Prince Elmund
Okay.
comes up on deck and he's like, I'm coming with you. I'm prepared to fight the Myrmidons, the evil underwater forces. Nothing will stop me.
Oh, sorry there, kid. We actually don't have enough devices, so we're gonna need you to stay up here on top, on deck, and take care of Bitey. And make sure he gets his food. Make sure you clean out his stall. He doesn't like it when there's excess poop in there. Just ask Brillis. Like he almost bit him last night, and he just really, really has high standards. So we need someone who we can respect and make sure that we know that they're gonna do this job, which is of utmost importance.
Oh yeah, you really
Roll-
do gotta make sure you're taking good care of him.
Would we call that deception?
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in deception.
Okay. Roll deception.
Because we do have enough, but I'd like to give the last one to Little Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
He's like, got a nat one. Is that important, huh? Well, if it's that important, then I'm up for the job. And he goes back down to clean up and watch Bitey.
Yes,
I'm proud of you, my little apprentice. Go do it.
Yes, we all count on you. We all count on you.
If we had 5 of those, does that mean I get 5 vials of the poison?
Yes.
And what does that poison actually do?
It inflicts the paralyzed condition.
Paralyzed condition.
Last time I had started with incapacitated, but it really didn't fit what I was trying to express, so it should have been paralyzed.
You mean in the bubble?
Yeah, when you're in the bubble, but Kamaji removed the little vial of poison from the device, so now it's just a bubble without the paralysis.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, little Tim, we have one extra device. Do you think you could help us out in this Myrmidon event we're going down to? I think we're gonna go down and check it out.
Well, I think I'm going to go with you, but I've got to warn you, I don't much care for the open ocean. Always found it a bit spooky, I did.
What? It's great out there. Have you even dipped your toe in there? Come on, you have to have dipped. It's a big toe.
Well, I've dipped my toes in it. I was swimming out there earlier, But you got to remember, there's some giant sea monsters there are out in the ocean, and they'll swallow us up, no problem at all.
Well, that's precisely why we need you, Tiny Tim, because, you're such a large and imposing creature that having you by our side, we won't nearly be as at danger to be swallowed by some giant beast. They'll think twice about it. Plus, nobody wants to eat a troll. I mean, have you ever tried eating troll before? The indigestion? Ugh, forget about it.
Well, I can't say I've eaten troll before, but I will say this, that even though I do appear large, by comparison to you, compared to them Krakens out there, I'm but a pipsqueak.
A tasty, an important pipsqueak that we may or may not need to, to distract the beast.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. Are you suggesting that
No,
I'm
no,
slower
no,
than
no.
you, and you're faster, so you're hoping to outpace me and I'll be the one eating?
Well, I'm faster than all of you rubes in the water. Have you seen me swim down there? I'm just like a fish. I can just slide. It feels so natural. In fact, we should probably get going. I'm ready to get back in that water. It's great water, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to go with you, but if you try to abandon me, I'm definitely going to grab your ankle and pull you backwards. Is that understood? You ain't leaving me behind. I thought we were friends.
I totally understand, Tiny Tim, and trust me, if you pull my leg off, I'll just get a pig leg.
All right,
Hey,
sounds fair. Probably fit you anyway. You do seem like sort of the pirate sort, you do.
Arr.
There's
Well,
Grizzlax still outside the bag.
he's put away, I think, the last I checked.
I have you in the nether dimension, but yeah, let's see what Grizzlock has to say about this. He wants to wish you well. And she
And another
reaches
thing
in-
is,
reaches into the ether and pulls out her packed weapon, which is her kibble stick.
Okay.
and don't worry, little brother. If the sea monster came out, you just throw me like a harpoon to him. I will kill him. I promise. It's so easy.
No, Grizzlock, we're not going to throw you. I need my kibble stick. Remember? No spears, no throwing. You're just a nice, weighty kibble stick.
No, but you will be heroic, just like how I die. I will save you guys again. I will save you guys forever.
Little Tim kind of scoots
Okay.
forward. Have you given any more thought about what we talked about the other day? You know, being stuck in the stick forever, century
Oh,
after
you know what?
century,
I think
getting
I'm
lonely.
losing my pack weapon. It's going away. Oh no! Damn! That darn
Oh.
ether! It just likes to grab up that kibble stick. It sure likes living in there.
I'll talk to him later.
But remember, you need to put Gridlock out so you can have alert. If you put him on your back, you will got alert.
Actually,
pretty
Marge
good.
already has alert, so that doesn't
Oh.
actually do anything for her.
Oh shit!
That was the feat I chose at level 1.
all right.
Okay.
But no, I'll pull you out for the sea adventure. Don't worry.
Well, I guess you're
And
going
naming a
inside.
harpoon.
I'm gonna be the first one. It's just to prove to you I'm not that scared of the ocean, even though I
No! Don't do it yet, Tiny Tim.
Does he jump over yet?
He was jumping over, yeah.
Oh, boy. I mean, we're in the wrong spot. We need to go back to where we sailed away for a day, and he just took a swim. But you know that water does look nice, so I might go join him.
Marge jumps off with them.
That's when he doesn't remember, I guess, and he's like, "All right, so I guess we're going under."
No, we're just here for a swim. The temple's like a day away, but you know I wanted to have a swim
That's
anyways. And
right.
having you in the water, I feel so much safer. You know, nothing's gonna notice me.
I totally forgot about that. We sailed a whole day's worth. It's not underneath. That's what I'm thinking. Something's empty up there in my head, is.
No. You're fine. You're the smartest troll I've ever met.
You really think
Now
so?
make sure when you're splashing around, you really kick your legs and you splash a bunch. I'm gonna swim over there though.
Roll
Marge,
deception for saying that he's the smartest troll ever.
Oh, the smartest troll, the
my
most
God.
handsome troll. My Tiny Tim, well, your time with us, you've become quite the pariah of trolls. Do you know that?
Oh, I'm quite the pariah, so that's right. My father absolutely hates me. But he hates me because I'm smarter than him, just like you said. Just like you pointed out.
Absolutely. Yeah, you figured it out.
I
That's why
learned
we
how to-
like you, Tiny Tim.
I learned how to do addition by 25. Faster than all the other trolls in my class. That's right.
I think Gruzlock doesn't even know that kind of addition.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm quite advanced.
While they're swimming, Kamaji's been ritual casting Find Familiar in order to turn Brigsby into a poisonous snake that has a swim speed as well as a land speed. And he's gonna have Brigsby go like down the ship and then hop in the water like sneakily and then swim up like underneath little Tim and scare him.
Roll stealth. I'll roll perception with disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll it with Brigsby though, because
Yeah, and then roll with advantage because you're under the water.
okay. Oh!
It doesn't see it. It kind of goes right behind Marge, just as little Tim's gaze kind of trails off to the right, and Brigsby dashes and then goes underneath little Tim's feet. He's unaware.
He's not gonna actually like bite him or anything. Like I just want him to like slither up his like leg or something, and then like, scare the crap out of him.
He goes, "Ew!" And he just scuttles right up the top of the ship. "Oh, there's something on my leg! Oh gosh, it's a sea monster!" It begins to cry.
Be careful, Tim. You're fine. The fact that nothing's happened yet is a good sign. Now, I'm going to get out of the water, but you need to stay in there for 30 more seconds, and then you can come out too, okay? But you'll be fine, I promise.
He just
Marge
starts
Back on the boat.
He starts shouting, "Sea serpent! Sea serpent! There's a large sea serpent crawling up my trousers!"
Come on, Kamaji's just like losing it.
behave.
He's just like losing it, and like he like nudges Ruin because like Ruin would have seen the whole thing go down, and I feel like it's something Ruin would have appreciated. Like, pretty good one, ain't it? Come here, Brigsby. You don't need to fear little Brigsby there, little Tim. He's harmless.
"Oh, that was a cruel trick you played on me, Kamaji." Again, I told you I was afraid of sea monsters.
He's trying to help you get over your fear. Don't you understand? You're a smart troll. Remember, Tim?
That ain't
Oh,
no
I am
sea
a
monster.
smart
That's just
troll.
a little tiny little snake. He's so much littler than you.
Oh,
Oh, but
Seeing
you
yes.
know
all
what
this
they
play
say?
out, Chance walks up to Ruin.
Ruin, I think this means Kamaji likes you. Ribbing returned, friend. Ribbing returned.
Nice, nice. But
Go
actually,
for it if I were you. Ruin, I think he really likes you. He's sharing this
Nah.
moment with you because you're special.
no, you know what? I'm fine now. I very awkwardly take a little distance, and
Oh, she likes Chance now.
no. This is pretty hard to roleplay, but I want to
No,
explain
Ruin was a-
why. So
Ruin's
so
a homie
remember,
brother?
no. Remember, like so Ruin took like what Tabo, like when we took on this journey, and she think about like everyone who give her money all dead now, like friend, like all the goblin, like everyone who treat him well all dead now. So she's like, if Kamaji really become my husband, he will be dead too. No, I don't want that. Yeah, so I need to like I need to make sure he's not dead. So she
Marry him
thinks
for
she's
his
like
money, but then keep the
cursed
distance
prince.
from him.
Curse
Got it.
princess. Yes. Save the money for the life. Okay.
So you're saying that she's scared that Kamaji's gonna die?
Yeah, she's scared because
Oh,
yeah, she's
that
scared.
makes
Like
sense.
who treat her well dead. Die.
Okay,
Well,
so
Well,
what's
it's
how
nice to
Stella
know
is
you don't have
treating
any.
Insight check. See if he understands what's going on.
And
yeah,
she
definitely.
don't care about Chance, so Chance can die. So she come to here.
I feel like you notice that she comes over to you and you think maybe she likes you.
So this is Brillis watching. Like I want
Oh,
to
this
see
is
if he
Brillis.
realizes.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
think so?
because
Brillis
he's
thinks.
also dealing with the curse, and so if he realizes she thinks she's cursed, he's going to talk to her about it.
Oh.
But if he doesn't, then he's not going to.
I would say that he doesn't notice that stuff.
Yeah,
but he thinks
he notices what she's doing, but doesn't realize why.
Yeah, and I would say
That's
he
odd.
mistakenly thinks that Ruin is maybe because she's standing so close to Chance that maybe she has a thing for Chance.
Sorry, Ruin, you're not my type. I don't even have to roll the dice to know that.
Screw you, whatever. What about you?
Oh, hey there, little friend. Sorry, I'm married. Just because I turned her into a stone that I'm not sure if I can undo it, I'm still faithful to her. So sorry about that.
Anyway, you got some money?
Probably I
Do it.
do. Yeah, need it
Marge
for
walks
something?
up. She's wringing her hair out. Don't do it, Brillis. It's you're asking. I gave you money. Remember last time you should have that necklace with the Fram coin to remind you about your money habits. Ruin.
Yeah, Ruin put that necklace on her neck. All right.
But
Now
I
I
still do have
remember.
some gold pieces if you need to borrow some later. I'm sure you'll pay me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he just borrow, it's okay, right, Marge? I just borrow it. I will pay him back one day.
I'll let Brillis find out himself. If you want to loan money, by all means. But
All right, here you go. 1 gold piece. That's what I gave my kids for their allowance, once every so often. So I'm going to give you
Hey.
1 gold piece, and if you give it back and earn that trust, I might give you more.
Okay, sure.
You're a good kid, Rowan. So I want you to do a good thing with that gold, and then
Hey.
pay me back.
he's all
How
right.
about-
My trust.
Hey, I got an idea. How about I pay you back now so you can pay me more now? How about that? I pay you back 1 gold piece. Now you give me 3.
That's a real clever idea there, but my son Brandon, he tried the same thing on me. I wasn't born yesterday, friend. Just because I'm
Hasn't
an
he made a
easygoing guy
stone now?
doesn't. He has made a stone.
All right.
Poor little
I guess
guy.
you're smart, then, friend.
Can I see what
that was uncalled for?
if
I don't think
Kamaji?
it's your family.
Can I see if Kamaji realizes what Ruin's doing?
Sure. Can roll perception.
Or I rolled insight.
Oh, insight was actually better. You notice that she distances herself, but you're unclear as to what's going on.
Okay. I was gonna say if he realized he was gonna give her a gold coin just to make her feel guilty, but he's not gonna. He doesn't realize, so he doesn't give her shit.
As you guys are talking, you see Prince Elmund kind of like one step at a time, this huge burden that he's kind of pulling up from behind him. As he emerges from the staircase, he's dragging a really large bag. And he's like dragging it across the deck, and he's walking between Chance and Ruin, and there's a stench to it. He walks over to the side of the boat, and he lifts this big bag up, puts it on the side, and then he dumps it over, and all of Bitey's poop and the poop full, like that's with the hay, mixed with the hay and everything, goes overboard into the ocean. And Captain Cornwallis hears a splash, turns around and sees that, and he goes, "What are you doing?" He screams it out loud, and he calls for Vince to come over. Vince runs over. He sees all of the poop scattered across the top of the surface of the ocean, and they immediately like pull the sails down to set the ships to sail, because they've now dumped in a smelly manure, and this is a huge issue. Prince Elmund is like sitting there, his jaw drops, and Vince is like, "Whoa, bro, you can't put things in the ocean, my dude." And he's like,
call that a party foul, right, Vince?
Exactly, my friend, exactly. I don't know what you're doing, but you have royally made the Captain Cornwallis angry, and you're gonna have to come with me so we can talk a little bit more about proper ship etiquette. You can't be, dumping that much poop off the side of the boat all at once. It's not the proper way to handle it. And Prince Elmund gets really embarrassed, and he goes below deck with Vince.
I wonder. So I have a spell that it says this spell covers you or a willing creature you touch in mud consistent with the surrounding terrain. Being that we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean and there's no mud around except for all this poop he just slung off the side of the thing, would using this on Prince Elmund cover him in that mud? Or poop?
Yes, I suppose so. It's a kind of
Would
the
it-
same consistency.
Would it get it out of the water, and fix the issue?
You can roll for that. Can you roll Arcana to see how effective it is? Because it is dispersing in the water.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll just read the rest of the spell just for the sake of it. But
Sure.
it lasts for an hour, unless I can't. It's not even concentration, so it just lasts for an hour.
Okay.
And it protects the creature from extreme cold and heat. They can survive environmental hazards related to temperature. They have advantage on stealth checks while traveling at a slow pace and terrain related to the component for this spell.
Oh my god.
And the only way to wash it off is heavy precipitation for a minute, or the full hour goes by.
Okay. Roll a spell attack would be okay, or Arcana, whichever works for me.
Okay, I'll just roll Arcana.
I think Arcana works, yeah. All right, you are successful in doing this. You're putting it on his person, covering him in it. Okay.
As long as he has to be willing.
Flying,
He has to
yeah.
be willing. I can't do it against his will.
Oh, I see. Captain looks down at Elmund. He says, "Look, laddie, you're gonna do this whether you like it or you dislike it. Do you hear me? You made a big mistake putting all of that manure out in the ocean when I told you many times before to not do it." Prince Elmund looks up at him.
Do the poo.
"I'm sorry.
Do the poo.
I didn't
Do
mean
the
to.
poo.
What do I have to do to make up for it? You're gonna let Kamaji cover you in all that shite out there floating in the water, is what you're gonna do." Prince Elmund looks over and he's like, "Okay, I'll do it if that's what it takes.
Poor kid. He has it way worse than Kibble ever did. Like 10 times worse.
I love how he's making this like into like this like epic thing. Like, if that's what it takes, I'll do it. This'll be the most legendary thing.
You actually did a pretty great job last time at the fight.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that 20?
All right, I covered him. I'm covering him in shit.
You cover him in shit. He's just dripping in poop. He smells terrible now. And Vince is like, whoa, brother, take a little bit of arm's length there. We're going to walk down the stairs, but I want you to go ahead first. You're going to go right to the shower, my man. Oh, you're stinky. And they walk down the stairs together, though Elmund's
We
going
have a
first.
fucking shower in here?
Well, you know, it's like a saltwater bath, but they're going to wash it off in a tub and clean him up. And then they
They
get
could always
I
leave
would've-
him in
I would've
Biden's
made him-
room for a bit.
I would have made him sit in the little life raft for an hour until it came off.
They've got like a system down below that'll drain the water out of tube. They'll mix it so it dilutes it. Okay. They are gone downstairs.
I did not think I was going to be able to use that spell, like, ever, really. It's such a niche spell, but I'm glad that you let me do that.
Hell yeah, that's hilarious. I love tormenting Prince Elmund.
I now want fan art of Prince Elmund covered in poo. I think that'd be pretty great.
It's just gonna look like that.
Whoa.
What's oh man, it's eluding me. The
So
Pokemon, the mud guy. What's the mud guy's name?
Muck.
Muck. Yes, Muck. Yes, Muck. That's what I'm thinking of. Just picture him looking like Muck.
Well, it's time for us to start sailing. We've got a day's journey ahead of us, and I don't want to be sitting here in all of this manure. There's, you know, most of it's cleaned up. I do appreciate that, Kamaji, but we should be taking off now. He goes back to the helm, and you guys are going to set sail.
Aye, aye, set sail. Marge is all excited about being on the boat in the ocean.
Okay. You go to Emerald City. Can you roll a survival check for me?
Survival. Ah, shit.
So Bill's got a nat 20.
Nice.
Everybody else did bad.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Okay. When you guys get to the same location that you departed from, Emerald City, you do see a sea monster in the distance. Now, you have a chance here to evade this, but you are going to have to roll a stealth check as a group.
How big of a sea
got
monster are we
this.
talking?
You can roll perception after the stealth checks.
Yeah. Perception. I want to see that too.
Thankfully, the swells are quite... There's... Okay, 22. Make this disadvantage because there are large swells which happen to hide the ship.
Advantage for the perception?
Yep.
Yeah.
You managed to evade it because of these large swells, but it's difficult to make out the sea monster. Ruin, you scurry up to the top of the crow's nest on the ship, and you peer out. Just as the swells are kind of leveling off, you see a kraken in the distance.
Ooh.
Like a real one?
Like a real one.
Holy shit.
Now,
How big?
How big is it?
it is... Let me pull that up so I can give you the accurate size. It is gargantuan.
Is it bigger than our ship?
Yeah, the gargantuan is the largest size in D&D 5e.
Oh.
It's big.
Shit.
It's big, it's scary, it's not something you probably want to mess with.
In
Yeah,
Age of
it does.
Mythology, Krakens actually have a bonus to attacking ships, so we should be really careful.
Holy shit.
So,
Their
as
special
you're,
attack is an instant kill of the ship.
Yeah, it's
Did
we do not
anyone-
want to mess with that.
19 was the highest perception. Okay. I'm going to say at that 19, that's pretty high. You do spot something strange. Yeah, there's like a light emanating from the Kraken's, like the underside of the Kraken. You see it just briefly, Ruin. Let me wait for East.
Undersize.
So just as the swells sort of subside, you can kind of see the Kraken like come out of the water and its legs lift, and there's like a bright light at its bottom, like where the mouth would be. And then
Whoa.
then the waves come back and you don't see it again. Something strange about it. It's odd. Does not look normal. Does not look like it looks like a regular Kraken, but there's something about it that's very unusual.
If that's a Kraken mech, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's a giant Kraken robot.
If we can get a Kraken mech, this campaign just got a whole lot cooler. And a lot more unhinged.
I was thinking like an enthralled Kraken of sorts.
Yeah, that's
probably it somehow.
probably way more likely. But a kid can dream.
We're gonna go to tell the others like, so that Kraken is got some like, I'm not sure it's glowing.
As you're climbing
Is
down
that
the
a Kraken?
Yeah, like his mouth is glowing. Very weird. Not like
Tiny
that.
Tim was right.
Could I like roll Arcana based on like things I've read from the book Dongon gave me to see if that rings a bell with any spells I might like have heard of?
You can roll an intelligence check to know what this is. Arcana would also work, actually. Yeah, that's okay.
Dude, the Arcana checks, dude, after rolling so abysmally last session, like at least my Arcana checks are going really well this session.
The
With
bright light that Ruin describes sounds familiar to you in the sense that you've seen this type of light before.
We've seen it before.
That's all I can tell you.
And but it's also magic in nature. I know that much at least, right?
Yes.
seen before.
What you thinking about there, Kamaji? You sure seem to have something rattling in your head. You okay there? I mean, I know I'm spooked by seeing the Kraken too, but
I can't help but think that we've encountered something similar to this before.
I mean,
But I
Bloodslot
can't-
did eat a lot, but not as much as a Kraken.
Perhaps, maybe when we were in the oh man, my brain is perhaps when we were in the Cloud Coast. Maybe it's similar to what we saw from the what was it, a dragon that attacked Elir Nairn in that battle?
Oh.
Would that be perhaps where we saw something similar?
I can't tell you any more information than that.
I think
That's why
I'm wondering that out loud.
Yeah, I'm saying that out loud. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? You went to that Cloud Coast to meet Elir Nairn? Because I'm supposed to try to find Rakana.
Well, I already
you met
told
her.
you we met Rakana, and she told me we had to head north.
Oh
But
gosh, that's right. Sorry about that. My head sometimes just.
that's why we're
Right,
headed
I
this
remember.
way. And I have a hunch that whatever Rakana wanted us to find is in this here Emerald City.
Well, then we
But
need to keep on finding it because she might be my one chance of figuring this out.
That Kraken does not bode well for us, though, and I got a hunch that perhaps that light might mean that we're dealing with some sort of a defense system for the Emerald City. Perhaps I think moving a day's travel away was a good move, and it's a risky move, but I think we should dive down and perhaps send the crew to leave with the ship and come back at an allotted time. I
So
fear
you're
if we die.
saying that we all jump in the water, and then we have our captain sail away, and then he's supposed to come back and pick us up from this spot later? That's gonna be impossible.
Well, perhaps it could be, but what if we were able to fashion a buoy of sorts to
Hmm.
mark this location? And I just worry if we dive down and leave the ship dropped an anchor here, we're gonna be screwed. And also, I don't think they're gonna be able to drop an anchor here in the middle of
No.
the ocean. So they're gonna have to keep moving in some sort. And I fear if they stay in this area, they're gonna be sitting ducks for whatever that Kraken has in store.
Is this area completely open ocean? Like there is nothing discernible upon the ocean waves in every direction of us?
Yep.
Hmm. But we do have our sunstones. We can use those for something, can't we? Don't those have like a teleportation property to them or something to those degrees, or some sort of telepathy, or
They're like they're an instrument that allows you to move through the Soulspore passage in a specific direction.
And also enchant weapons
And enchanting
when
weapons.
when used at a proper forge, like the one at Stoneguard. But
so you're telling me these little stones don't let us teleport to each other? Here I was thinking I had these things all figured out.
Wait, what stone? I don't have that. I got nothing. I don't have stone.
I don't have one either.
Oh yeah, neither do I.
if we also if we get stranded here, I could create a disc for us to stand on that would at least get us up out of the water.
Oh, that might work. It would be nice to have some sort of ride up and down. Swimming that whole way is going to get awfully tired.
Well, it's not going to help us on the up and down, but if we need to wait for the ship to come, I could get us off out of the water so we have a platform to stand on, where from there I could perhaps use Brigsby in his owl form to help track the ship, and we could signal them from there. But I do think we're going to have to abandon the ship in some regard.
Well, and I have my connection with Bitey, and I always know in my heart where he's at, so I'm sure we can find it the way back.
Yeah.
Once again, Marge is full of shit.
Well, if that's Kamaji totally buys it, hook, line, and sinker, and it's just like, well, if that's the case, then yeah, we could just have Bitey be the navigator. Is anybody on this ship able to speak with animals?
That's Marge.
I mean, me. I obviously, me and Bitey have a connection that goes beyond the realms of space and time. And
well, I'm
he's a
just saying,
dear
if somebody
heart.
else could speak, then Bitey could navigate. But he could just point with his beak to your direction. Then that seems like a good enough plan.
Oh, and I think I can just find him. You know, mother's intuition type. I know he's about that way. And she points down in the deck where Bitey's room is, as he's gone back down to his room.
Okay. Tuck raises their hand.
I speak Aquan.
What the hell is that?
Aquan. It's a language that many people in the ocean speak, including the merfolk, or myrmidons, as you call
You
them.
want to come with us? That might be useful.
I also have the ability to comprehend any language as well.
Oh, I could only come with you with a device because, unfortunately, I can only hold my breath for 1 hour.
I think we would, no offense, Tuck, but I think we'd rather have little Tim with us in case things get a little hairy.
Yes.
And I can translate for us just fine.
You only need one green friend. I understand.
What you talking about? I'm green too.
Oh, 2 then, not 3.
I just had the craziest craving for soup. I don't know why.
Why must you always remind me of that? It's a terrible, terrible
I'm
thing.
so sorry. It just looks so tasty.
Tuck goes downstairs. All right. So explain to me just one more time. What are we doing exactly?
We are going to dive down, and the one thing we have to work out with is we have to talk to the captain and work out a pickup schedule for us, because we can't have him just doing circles around here with a Kraken in the area.
Sure.
So I'd say we send him out for, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Like, how confident are we that we're going to be able to get in and get out of Emerald City?
What
Like,
if we say return in like 2 days? Because we're not even sure if we need to have a parlay and it's all going to be hostile, you know? And maybe they don't find out we took out their scouts, or
if it's 2
be all
days
hard.
though, and we aren't welcome, then we're stuck in the middle of the ocean, floating around for 2 days.
Yeah, all we have to do is take a long rest. It'll be fine.
Well, I know. While it sounds fine for you, it would not be fine for the rest of us. We would
Okay,
almost
just gonna take a nice elongated salt bath. Oh, that sounds lovely. And
Not-
speaking of, brothers, can you get me a bath going and make sure you clean up all that stuff Elmund had in the bath? Like, ugh, I don't want that room all
Oh,
gross.
sure. Be my pleasure right away.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
Fighting Myrmidons and Krakens while swimming in the open ocean could be a recipe for disaster. I was thinking more like we tell them to come back in 6 hours, and in 6 hours' time, if we've made contact and made friends and know that we can be down there, then we have a scout return to the surface. That could be as much as Brigsby. And we could just have him find the ship and then tell them, well, I guess he can't really talk, but he could dance in a way perhaps that would tell them we need more time. And if that happens, we would say maybe 2 days.
Okay.
I think I have seen Brigsby work on his routine where he gets a little top hat and a cane, and he starts doing, the dance. That might work.
So we're diving down.
Yeah, and that we'll establish a signal that, like, if Brigsby can find the ship, then I'll probably, what I'll do is I'll send Brigsby in owl form, but in a bubble, up to the surface to fly around and find the ship after 6 hours. And then if we are safe, then Brigsby will go on the deck and do a signal to the captain. He'll take his talons and he'll scratch the deck twice and then jump and stomp.
Scratch, scratch, stomp.
Yeah. Yeah. And
classic.
If he doesn't do that, if he can't find Brigsby, then he should stay in the area until he finds us.
Okay. Remind me again as we get there. We're gonna go ahead and transition then.
This is basically just a stopgap measure in case like
I got you.
If they're hostile and we can't get in and we just have to leave, then this is like we can still get out in a reasonable amount of time, as opposed to like being stuck here for 2 days.
Sure. So,
and then if we want to stay, we still can.
Okay. Well, now that you've fixed the devices and devised a plan, you take the magical instruments and you divide them up amongst yourselves, and you all go into the water. And as you activate the devices, you find that you're able to really freely move about the ocean. You can actually swim with this air bubble around you, and you can breathe freely. You realize that the air is not going away. You could roll an investigation check on the bubble itself as you're kind of testing out the device.
Wow. Almost all the same.
I'm not in a bubble. Don't need any of that. I like the salty water on me.
That's true. You don't need it. Yeah, you guys aren't sure, but there's one thing that you're sure about. The oxygen continues to flow in. You don't know how, but you're not running out of it anytime soon. It's very apparent because the space between you and this bubble is quite thin.
Oh, okay. So it's like more like a skin tight bubble.
I wouldn't say it's skin tight, but there's
But it
definitely not
forms.
enough space to hold enough air to go down the depth that you're about to go.
Okay. Is it like, so if I like were to stick my arms completely out,
It shapes
would
to your
it
body.
like, would it be like just around my arms, or would it be like a circle around like my whole body, like a perfect circle still?
It shapes to your body as you move your limbs.
Okay, so it's like probably like an inch or two off of my arm, well,
Yep.
off of my skin,
Yep.
all around. Okay.
Okay, and as you guys take your dive, it's slow at first. It's not immediate, but as you go deeper and deeper into the ocean, you start to see the following: schools of fish, giant whales, strange looking, unfamiliar to you, and strange looking buildings covered in what appears to be like coral and other kinds of, ocean type vegetation, algae, yes. You can see a palace off in the distance, the beams of light coming through the surface of the ocean. And these strange sort of fish-like birds, they almost have like wings instead of fins, as they're like moving across the top near the surface above you. It's quite majestic looking. As you draw closer, you can see these large buildings, and you can roll a history check to get some more information about the architecture here. Marge, you realize that this is very similar to Durgar architecture in the Underearth. And in fact, as you draw closer, you realize this is a Durgar city, long lost to the ocean, that must have fallen off of a continental shelf, or have, something happened to it, and it ended up here at the bottom of the sea.
Oh, that's sick.
Marge looks at her. Marge looks at her companion, just bubbles are coming out of her mouth. And she starts stroking like a long beard.
Chance also recognizes this, but what Marge knows is that this must be the lost city that the Durgars speak about in the legendary tales that they tell their children. There was once a great city that the Durgar had built that vanished one day, and people thought it was destroyed. But, it was, but not the way that they thought.
Marge has
Chance
an idea.
responds, and I also recognize this from its Durg architecture. But because he's in a bubble, no one else can hear him, and he's miming back, stroking his beard, and because it's Chance, nobody would assume he knows anything, and they think he's just talking.
Marge pulls out her kibble stick from the ether and summons her weapon. Points at his head like the skull of Kibble. Points it back and forth.
And Chance is just
Wait.
nodding, yeah, I get it.
Can Grizzlog speak underwater? Just a stick.
Technically, he can speak within the bubble with Marge, but nobody else would
Marge
be able to
isn't
hear
in
him.
Marge is
Oh,
in
you're
a
not in
bubble.
a bubble. Duh. Right. You're out in the water. So it would sound like you're speaking underwater if Marge pulls you out.
I mean, he
No, I
also
didn't.
doesn't have lips, vocal cords,
Yeah.
a tongue.
Yeah, I don't have mouth.
That's true. The noise still disperses
Sound wave.
on,
Yeah, the sound wave.
Yeah,
Alright,
that
alright.
yeah,
That makes
that's fair.
sense. That
That's
makes
fair.
sense.
yeah.
Marge is making a lot of noise too, going with all the bubbles and everywhere. She thinks she's talking, but
So it would sound like that without the bubbles, I guess. For Gruzlock. Okay, as you guys draw deeper and deeper toward the civilization, you see that the Myrmidons have made a home here. They're coming in and out of these great archways that the Durgar had built. Many of them are carrying tridents and other kinds of strange weaponry that you're not very accustomed to seeing.
Right.
you said there's like a bubble over the city, right? Like
Nope. It's covered in
no, it's
water.
all underwater. Okay.
All underwater. You don't know about inside the buildings yet, but from what you can tell, it's all All ocean.
No, so not Gungan like we originally thought.
Not Gungan.
Or Sea Life
Okay.
2020.
Okay, as you guys draw further and further in, the Myrmidons do notice you. And several of them are pointing in your direction, their tridents extended out an upward direction. What do you do?
Well, prior to this, I will definitely have cast comprehend languages on our approach.
Okay.
So that, and that lets me understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear, and I also understand any written language I see, but I must be touching the surface on which the words are written. And it takes about a minute to read 1 page of text. The spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or glyph, such as arcane sigil, that isn't part of a written language.
Okay. Well, as you
Marsh
guys...
takes a little white piece of cloth and ties it onto her kibble stick and kind of waves it through the water.
Okay. They see this. They approach you with a guard. And the guards are going to take you toward the palace. You are under, like, they're pointing their tridents towards you. Not in a way that they're going to stab you now, but they're taking you in to see the officials of the city.
Yeah. Do they say anything to us?
They do. They start to speak to you. They say, "You are not allowed to be here."
I can't really communicate back, though, I assume.
"You must come with us to see the Mer King."
They're like doing
All
like
of us
a
understand, or just
they're,
Kamaji?
they're doing like a whale song typey thing, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yep.
So I probably wouldn't be able to really communicate back
You can
unless I like.
You could do like a bodily gesture or something if you wanted to, like nodding. Or...
I'll like put my hands up in like a surrender and like bow my head like we come in peace.
Okay, you see bubbles kind of as they're talking to you, and then they motion you to move toward the palace. As you guys swim, it takes about you guys been traveling for about an hour to get there. Well, maybe a half hour actually would make more sense. And you arrive at this location here. This is the Myr Palace. You guys enter inside. When you enter, you notice that there is actually, in fact, air within the palace.
Ooh, nice. That's great. Thank you.
Let's see here. Let me grab it for you.
That would have made this a lot harder.
We have to be really in touch with our mind gaming.
Yeah, this would have been the session of charades.
Under the sea.
All right, now reenact which message you're trying to get across on camera, and we'll all play charades to see if we get it.
Right.
I've lost my
It's a
palace
wonderful
map.
palace. It's a wonderful palace here. Wow, the architecture is great. Hey, don't poke me with that trident. We're moving. We're moving.
One sec. I've lost my palace map. It'll be up momentarily.
We see it. Oh wait, or like a grid map.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are the bubbles still on the rest of the party, or are they bubble free now?
Yeah, the bubbles are still on. It's like the water is still inside of the palace, but it's only about 6 feet deep. And there seems to be that same device that's around you is kind of surrounding the palace structure.
Mm.
Okay, I just got the map. I'm just fixing it real quick.
So how was that for you guys? I absolutely loved my swim. I feel great. We can stay down here all day. And you know what? It was really nice and quiet for once. I was just lost with myself and my thoughts. No
It
brine lotus.
was quite fascinating. I will say. There's all sorts of flora and fauna down here that I have never laid eyes on, and I'm sure very few humans have ever laid eyes on it themselves either.
How do you what do you think about these merfolk so far? I mean, at least they haven't killed us yet, right?
That's a good sign. I think they seem to be a fairly intelligent species, so I'm hoping that means they'll listen to reason. I'm
They
also
do seem to
hoping
be
that
rather nice guys there. They haven't killed us yet, and that's always a good sign.
I'm hoping that perhaps they know something of Rakana, or perhaps can point us in some sort of direction, or maybe we don't mention and then I kind of lower my voice a little bit, and I say, "SOR."
The
Oh
what?
wait,
The
that's it.
You
sarcophagus?
cut out.
Oh.
But that's what we're here for. What do you mean we wouldn't ask them about it? Of course they're gonna know about it.
Well, I'm just saying maybe we bring it up delicately.
Oh, of course.
And I can always
Sorry
ask
about
them
that.
about the other magics they know, and if they can help me out with my predicament.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah.
Well, as you guys enter into the palace, the guards motion you toward the Mer King.
Oh, we don't have Bitey here. Just a heads up.
Should be there.
Bitey? He's on the ship. You know about all that stuff,
I'm
no?
sorry. There we go. My bad.
Yeah, that's everybody that should be
Okay.
there.
Do we bow? Do we kneel? Well, what's the procedure here?
Okay. They tell you they motion you to kneel. The Mer King is here. He
Yeah,
approaches
we'll kneel.
his little.
Weirdly gets down on one knee, like, is this right?
He actually, instead of kneeling, he like puts his tail up and hails you.
Hail, travelers! Welcome to the Myrmidon Kingdom. Why have you infiltrated our kingdom? Tell me, are you spies?
He's the king.
Yep.
What's he speaking?
He is speaking Aquan.
Okay. Well, my king here, we did not mean to intrude. We were merely curious. We've never seen a kingdom such as this one, and we were beckoned to go north by a deity Rakana. Do you have any insight into what she may have been beckoning us towards?
Rakana's the deity. I have heard of her name. We do not worship her. We worship the brine lotus. Are you familiar?
Brine lotus.
I look to Marge and I say, they're talking about the brine lotus.
Oh, so they probably know about the thing that we're looking for.
Excuse me, sir, but do you speak any languages besides Aquan? Perhaps Common?
I speak Common, actually.
Very good. I think
Well,
you
that's
should have a
convenient.
chat with our friend Marge over here. She is quite familiar with your deity.
What's their deity now?
The brine lotus.
Oh, you know of the brine lotus?
I do.
Oh, isn't she great? I've been having great chats with them lately. It's been wonderful. I shook my head in a trough and they laughed at me. And then before I was in this tank and they told me I had to come here and fight. This must be why we're here.
Oh,
It's so nice to meet my patrons.
You must be a new worshipper of the brine lotus, for no one is excited. They fear the goddess of the seas.
A worshiper? Oh no, we're best friends. Are you kidding me?
Best friends with the brine lotus? I have never heard of such a ridiculous notion. No one is friends with the brine lotus.
Well, I am. So what does that make me? A nobody? Ah, gotcha there.
Prove it to me. I cannot believe such a wild claim from a stranger who approaches my kingdom. You could be spies for the ones who stole my wife.
Stole your wife?
Yes.
Steal anybody's wife. The only person here trying to steal a wife is actually stealing a husband. And it's this little green thing back here.
What are you talking about?
But yeah, sure. I'll show you real quick. And Marge pops one of her kelpie knots to heal him for Yeah, hold still. And it's going to heal for 11 points of healing.
Okay, see like this magical aura wash over him. He looks shocked at this
Have the Brian
revelation.
Goddess's blessing.
This is unheard of. How could you have won the favor of the great Brian Lourdes, the saltiest of all the salts in the 7 seas? This is not right.
Isn't it great? No, salt's wonderful. What are you talking about? They're onto a good thing here.
The Brian Lourdes
put it on your food, put it in your soup.
We worship the Brian Lourdes because we fear her, because she could destroy us at any moment, just as she once destroyed the great Durgar city when they brought their city into the ocean itself.
That was pretty silly of them, wasn't it? I mean, who wants to have a city under this? Well, it's a great place you got here.
Look, I see that you are the patron of the Brian Lourdes. You have showed this to me. You have proven it. But how do I know that I could trust you when you have not been sent here to test me?
How do we know we can trust you when all we've gotten is from some pretty harsh language and some potential capture attempts?
You could do me a favor.
Yes, go on.
You could do more than just your simple parlor tricks. I want you to go and do a quest for me to prove your loyalty. Bring my queen back to the Mer Kingdom, and perhaps we can make arrangements to help one another.
Oh, is that why you guys tried to capture us before? You know, it was such a shame when that sea monster came by and killed your guards that were taking us down here. What a freak accident, am I right?
We thought that you were working with the individuals who infiltrated our city and stole the queen.
No, nobody's infiltrating anything here. We come in peace. Now, do we look like the type that would infiltrate anywhere? I mean, come on, we've got that guy back there. And she points at Tiny Tim. He couldn't infiltrate a thing. Look how big he is.
Oh, Tim's just sitting there. He's not even like listening. He's just scratching the big warts on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You're sort of a strange, mismatched group. I wish you to seek out the Cave of Wonders and find evidence of my queen. I heard that the people who infiltrated our palace were stationed there for some time before they moved off.
And where might this Cave of Wonders be, perhaps? Now, we're pretty new to the area.
My guards will show you the directions. Now be gone with you. Do not return here unless you bring back evidence of my wife's whereabouts. Is that understood?
Well, perhaps you could give us a little information in exchange beforehand, just to make sure we know that this might be worth our while.
What is it that you must know?
We are curious. In service to the Brian Lord, we've been looking to locate a sarcophagus of sorts.
Surely you guys have heard about that. She goes on and on and on about it to me.
Roll an insight check.
All of us?
Me or Kamaji?
Anyone who's talking and anyone who understands what he's saying. So I guess that's everybody speaking common now.
Oh, I actually rolled okay.
He definitely knows what you're talking about, and he has a look of concern stricken across his face. The sarcophagus of rejuvenation? Is this what you speak of?
I reckon that's the one. You know, that is ringing a bell now that you say it all like that. Yeah.
It was once a great artifact of the Durgar city, now long lost. It was stolen here by the people who have taken my wife.
Well, perhaps
you pretty lax around here then, eh? You lost your wife and the sarcophagus?
Excuse me. He becomes quite flustered and angered by the comment.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It must be very frustrating to not have your wife around.
I apologize for my friend there. You know, I recently lost my wife as well. She got turned into a giant stone, and we're doing everything I can to win her back, you know, and figure out how to undo that curse. So I get where you're coming from, friend. And if you need someone to talk to, you can come to Old Brellis.
I will not be coming to Old Brillis for any kind of counsel. You are a fool. Now silence and listen to what I have to say. The sarcophagus of rejuvenation must be returned to the palace. It is what I have set out to do for the last 5 years as king of the Myrmidons, and have failed. He seems quite distraught by his failures. If you can bring my wife back to the palace, it will be a fine start.
Well, all right.
And
If you say they're taken by the same people, seems like we're working in the same direction, and seems like you're on the same team. So, same team, same dream. Let's do this together. You know?
With the sarcophagus of rejuvenation returned to the palace, then all will be well. You can roll another insight check if you'd like.
Hi, can I roll? Huh. Hey.
He has ulterior motives for using the sarcophagus of rejuvenation that are clearly not in line with maybe what you're wanting to do with it.
Yeah, but he just told us where it is, and all he really wants is his wife back. We can just keep the sarcophagus, give him his wife, tell him we couldn't find the sarcophagus, and we're good.
Okay.
we just keep the sarcophagus and never talk to him again.
Or I don't even know what the Brine Lord wants with it. Maybe the Brine Lord wants us to bring it here. Who knows?
You don't know exactly where it is yet, but
well, we know we have a lead. We have he told us what the Cave of Wonders it was.
Cave of Wonders.
Did he tell us where that is or point it out on the map?
He does, and he tells you that the guards. Yeah. He said this is the last known location that the queen was at.
Yeah, we're good then. We got a lead.
Okay, as you are leaving the palace, the guards say, "We hope that you are able to defeat these rebels once and for all, and bring the queen back to the palace. Then all will be restored. All will be well if this happens."
Just so we know what we're going up against, are these all just rebel Myrmidons? Do you think they're being influenced by other sources, perhaps?
Yes, they do not fear the Brine Lordess. They want to destroy her.
Destroy her? No, she's a sweetheart. She's a little salty, but, salt is the spice of life, right? Salt's the variety and everything. Salt is the end-all, be-all. Come on, you know what I'm talking about here.
I do, and that's why we're glad that you're on our side. We hope that you can bring balance back to the Mer Kingdom.
Do you suspect... What are your suspicions that we might run across besides other Myrmidons that we might be fighting against? Who do you think might be the mastermind behind all of it?
Well, the Brine Lordess is the mastermind behind all of the ocean.
Yes, but if they don't fear the Brine Lordess, then somebody has freed them from that fear, and that something must be pretty dang powerful.
Well, the Queen, of course.
The Queen of what?
The Queen. She's the one that's leading the rebels.
The Vampire Queen?
Oh,
no,
I think
the Mer
some
Queen.
marital problems going on here.
Oh, the Mer Queen.
Looks like it's our job to fix up another relationship.
Wait, if they have if they have a queen and you're referring to her as a queen, is that just your wife, your ex-wife?
Yeah, you're talking to the guard now.
Oh! I thought it was the king.
Nope, talking to the guard. You guys are leaving the palace. I'll move you. That was maybe confusing. Sorry. You're on your way out, and you're talking to one of the guards.
Wait, I'm confused. We're trying to save the king's wife,
but that's how he put it. He wants you to return the queen to the palace, and then you found out from the guards that's actually the queen that's leading the rebels.
Oh, I see.
So she.
I thought it was kind of strange there when.
That's what I thought. That's what I was like. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what's going on?" Is this
No,
like
I told my wife
an
to go
ex-wife thing or something?
first thing
Like,
he wanted to do was to go rushing off and save her, and this guy's just staying in his castle waiting for people that he captures to do his work for him, and I thought that was mighty strange. And now I can see where he was coming from. Maybe he was the one who was the fool, you know? Don't want to say it too loud or anything, but he kind of reminds me of my brother-in-law, Randy.
Oh, Randy, is he the one with the toe thing, or is he the one with, the shoulder issue?
I mean, he's just another halfling like me, but he did, he was the one who kind of ran the business and put his name on the sign and all that,
Little Tim leans in. He's like, shoulder issues. Oh, I got 'em too. I can relate. I hope he's doing okay.
I mean, he's a giant stone right now. So it doesn't, I mean, his shoulder issues, he doesn't have shoulders anymore. He's just a rock.
He got warts on his shoulders too.
You know what? I'm going to say yes so that we can end this conversation. Yep, he sure does.
Oh, it's a
Bless your
shame.
heart there, friend.
It's a shame.
Wow,
All right.
now we know how to shut the bracelets up.
Talk about warty shoulders. He's not a fan.
Oh, I don't think this is a productive conversation, so I'm just going to end it now, friend.
You guys return to the palace on the outside there, and then you're going to go back to the city. The Myr guards are going to give you directions to the Cave of Wonders. It takes about a day's worth of travel, but go ahead.
We have to. I wanted to ask one of the gods on our way out. So we maybe saw this large Kraken-like creature from before. You guys wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
The Krakens are very dangerous. Don't get too close. Some people say.
Thanks, Sherlock.
Some people say that those who get too close to the Kraken disappear.
You've been so helpful. Thanks, buddy.
It's not what I mean. I mean that they don't just get eaten, they vanish.
I mean, all Krakens are pretty bad. You get close to a Kraken anyways, and you're just mincemeat and toast. So what does it matter if it eats you or if it makes you poof? Or I mean, it's gonna be bad anyways. I just want to make sure that these.
All I know is that one time an old Myrmidon described a story to me about it. He said he saw the Kraken go sideways, and its jaws unhinged so wide, it was unnatural. A great power came out from its beak, and it swallowed an entire ship whole. Didn't go inside the Kraken, it just disappeared.
Well, that's horrifying. Thank you for the tip. You shall continue to avoid the Krakens, because that sounds absolutely terrifying.
It's
You guys are going to be
advised.
okay with this, right? I mean, especially Tiny Tim right back here. He just loves sea monsters, so make sure you let him know.
It's not true, I don't like sea monsters at all. And keep that nasty snake away from me, Kamoji. Alright, you guys are going to travel about a day's worth of time to get to the Cave of Wonders. When you approach the Cave of Wonders, you see that there's an archway leading into the sea shelf. There's a wreckage outside of it. The archway itself is of Durgar design. This is probably part of, where the entryway into the Durgar civilization, back into the Underearth. You know that, like, at one time, the Durgars and the dwarves were one civilization. We learned this, like, a long time ago. They eventually split up into two different civilizations, one from the Underearth, one in the Overearth. This might have been one of those really, really early cities that actually kind of bridged both worlds before they separated. Okay.
It's incredible to see all this. Are we underwater still, or is this in the cave now?
You are underwater at right here. I'd like each of you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
Oh.
Ooh, another 20.
Second nat 20 of the night.
Wow.
As you approach, you see that there are several carcasses outside of the entrance. Many of them look like they've been eaten or bitten by a large animal. Some of the
No way.
carcasses are Myrmidons. Some of them are regular animals.
And there's like ships wrecked here. Like
Mhm.
obviously big animal hunting ground.
Can we tell what type of like origin the ships are by any means? Like
Ooh,
more of a
good question.
dwarven ship, a random pirate ship, patrol pirate ship, perhaps.
History check.
Ooh.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Little Tim says, "Those are troll ships."
That's what I thought. I thought those looked familiar. And I think we're supposed to be looking for some troll ships. That's a good sign.
You could tell by the bowsprit. And he points to the very front of the ship, and it's got like a troll on the end of it instead of that regular mast.
Is it like a troll lady with like the accentuated, seashell bra and everything too?
Sure.
Wait, like real troll?
Yeah. Not a real troll, but just like a troll mast. It's like a wooden troll. Yes, and it's got like lots of warts on the shoulders too.
And Marge points at the bass. Points at little Tim shoulders.
He's like kind of confused, and then he realizes like, why, this is a very, very old ship. Why is this troll lady have warts on her shoulders? This seems like such an odd thing, like, because it's not a sign of beauty in modern troll society. And now little Tim is starting to wonder if perhaps this used to be a sign of beauty in the past. He is going to roll a wisdom check to see if he can. Oh, let's do history.
Oh.
He's unsure. He wouldn't know that. He hasn't studied too much, like, troll history in depth. Not to that level of it. But
he
he's
studied
curious.
too much of anything, probably.
Yes, exactly. But he is very curious by this. That's an unusual thing to see. Okay.
Interesting.
You guys got, let me check the perception checks. You do sense that there is some kind of beast lurking beyond that archway. Roll for battle.
Initiative?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Up to nat 20s. And a nat 1.
Is that back-to-back nat 20s for me? No, the history check. I didn't do the history.
Wait.
Nat 20 perception and nat 20 initiative roll.
Okay. You guys can now take your turn in order. We'll start with Kamaji. Your high perception checks allow you to move in quietly.
I don't notice. I know that it's beyond the archway. The monster is in the archway.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Okay.
it's beyond the archway inside of that shelf.
I don't sense any other danger within like the shipwrecks.
Not that you're aware of, no.
Okay. All right. And am I already hidden?
You're already hidden.
Okay. Then I will spend both my action and I'll just stay hidden. I'll just do action, bonus action, dash, so I can move 90 feet. Let's see.
Can
I'll
you move that
go-
much within the bubble underwater? Or are we on swim speed here?
Yeah, actually, what's my swim speed? Is it the same as my...
It'll be halved, actually, for the purposes of this fight and of your situation.
Not for
Okay.
Marge.
Not for Marge.
Okay, then I will move 45 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, just go right behind this rock.
Okay. As you get up to the rock, you see a really rusty anchor leaning against that.
Yeah, I'm just hiding over here.
Brigsby.
He... He will just move 30 feet.
Chance.
All right, Chance is also going to dash, which means he can move 30 feet. He's going to hide right here behind these rocks.
Little Tim. Little Tim's going to move. He's going to dash 30 feet. Go here. Marge.
Yeah, I'm just
Right,
realizing
okay,
Brigsby would have died like a while ago because he can't breathe underwater. He's a snake. That was a dumb idea.
He's not in your bubble with you?
Could he be?
I would assume so, sure.
I do kind of like the idea that we just forgot about it and he just dies halfway down.
Well, didn't he go up to the starfish
way.
to, tell them that we needed an extra 6 hours or something? Do the special, hey,
I
we need
mean-
more time tap dance.
I mean, if he would have died a while ago, and I would have just probably made a different one. But I also don't need him at all for combat, so he can just be dead.
Okay, so yeah, Brigsby died. We'll remove him.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Okay, so Marge is going to dash, but she can go 60 feet because her swim speed is equal to her walking speed. Being a
Awesome.
patron of the Brand Lordess. Go and get up behind the boat there and peer around it.
Okay. Whoops, I got Bitey here again. Sorry about that.
Heidi, no, go back on the ship. I told you. We don't have a bubble for you. So needy.
Let me roll for something. Okay.
I guess can we still use weapons with the bubble?
Yes. I'm gonna say that you can.
Because
Or-
otherwise this would be bad.
You see
Our
this
whole
thing.
body.
Go ahead, East.
Our whole body is inside the bubble,
Yep.
or just our head.
Your whole body is.
So what if I throw a dart? The dart will just through the bubble. I'll go out.
Yeah, for ranged attacks, that's going to. I'm going to say that
And how is-
when you throw it, it's going to take some of the energy from the bubble, and it'll have its own bubble.
What the hell?
Yeah,
travel through the
temporarily.
cool.
Temporarily. So when it touches the shark,
Oh.
it's still technically in air, and then it'll puncture the shark.
Oh, good on the
Ooh.
fly save.
Probably can only go like only half distance, though, right?
That was cool.
Yeah, half distance. Yeah, let's have the range for those the ranged weapons.
Okay, half distance.
Yeah. Because you don't know why, but
Spells
the
still have the same range.
what's that?
Do ranged spells still have the same range?
They
Oh,
still
yeah.
have the same range, yeah. Okay. Because you haven't figured out how the device works yet, but essentially you're pulling in oxygen from the ocean constantly. So that just revitalizes the energy inside of that device. It's also magical in origin. All right, so you see something come out of the archway. It looks like this.
Oh, that looks cool.
You can roll
Very.
a nature check with disadvantage because you've never visited this biome.
Nature.
Oh my god, dude.
Damn, this is a very unusual thing. Oh shit. No.
Another
Oh
nat
my
20 that we
god.
didn't
With
do.
disadvantage.
Yeah, never mind.
Yep.
I don't have.
You've heard of sharks, but you've never heard of this type of shark. But you're beginning to wonder, maybe this thing is tasty.
The Kamaji's wondering.
It randomly
What?
comes out of the
Kamaji's
archway.
Kamaji's literally like he's reverted to extracting the essences of his food and making them into like flavorless like little like
Oh.
powders
Alright.
that he can just eat, and so he can spend more time studying magic to try and like discover if there's a way to bring Fram and like Gruzlock back.
You're like the opposite. You're wondering how much nutrition it's got in him.
What's
I see.
that?
So you're the opposite. You're wondering how nutritious the shark is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it could be. I could spend days just like converting it into powders, and then I would have enough for my life.
Kamachi shark bars. Coming to a store near you.
Kamachi bars.
It is going to come out, and it comes out randomly. It just seems to be circling around this area as if this is its territory. Okay. That
It's one
is
big
its
creature.
turn. It is big. It's gargantuan in size.
So Marge sees it around the ship and then looks back to other ones.
Hands
Big
signals.
old gestures under the water.
Then it's Ruin's turn.
I can. So our swim speed is half our
Yeah.
walking speed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dash and come to here. Here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Brillis.
Phyllis is already like the slowest one of the party. So if he dashes, he can make it about here. So he's just gonna hide behind this rock. He's gonna move forward a little bit because he was behind it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I want to use bonus action to hide.
Okay. Yeah, because you're not behind cover, so you'll have to do that.
Yes. I gotta do that. I need to roll a stealth. don't I?
Yeah, you gotta roll stealth.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
waiting.
yeah.
Laying on the
Oh shit.
sea floor and trying to cover yourself with sand.
Yeah. And I fell. I make
You're
no
just kicking big
Yeah.
clouds of sand.
So that means that because you're out in the open, it does detect you. Okay. Everybody else has surprise, so you guys are going to get to go right now, actually. So Kamaji, you can go ahead and take your surprise round.
Okay.
It's so far.
I'll be right
I would
back.
have to go.
Okay.
Okay, that actually works really well. Okay, so I moved 15 feet, which is. Oh, fuck, that actually doesn't work that great. Shit. Ooh, this is tough. Another 15. How far away is he? That's 25. Shit. Alright. I'm just gonna move 15 feet. And then I'm gonna ready my action. And when he gets within 15 feet of me, I am gonna use the cantrip fetch.
Okay.
And I'm
Cantrip.
gonna make him go the other way. The opposite way.
Okay.
So when he gets close, we'll
Got it.
see.
It is Chance's turn.
All right. Chance is also going. Let's see. He can only go up to. Yeah. So using his regular movement, he can only come up to about here. I guess he's going to ready an action that if the shark, because he doesn't know what Kamaji's up to, so he's gonna just like whack it with his sword if it gets close.
Okay.
He's standing there like sword drawn, ready to go.
Little Tim is going to dash to here. Full cover. He's totally hidden. It's Marge's turn.
Okay.
You have a surprise. This is your surprise round, essentially.
Yeah. Nobody's attacked yet, right? But it is seen ruin and it is coming.
It will, yeah. But it will skip this turn or this round because of the surprise. So you'll get to go again before it goes.
I'll just peek my
Oh,
head
really?
around the corner.
Yeah. You can ready an action if you wanted to. So basically, like it draws within a certain distance, or if it like.
Yeah, I'll ready an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
But it's not gonna go before you go again, no.
Yeah,
That's
'cause I'm at the top of the round. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
might as well just let it rip, right?
It's
yeah, just let it rip.
that works too.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't have any other option really, honestly. So
Right.
I thought
Hit it yet. Yeah,
I
I'm just
couldn't-
gonna hit it with a Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
What the hell is that again? A 9 and a 26.
26 hits.
14 force damage. Hey, max damage.
14. Force is going to take full effect on the shark. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Full cover behind the ship, I guess.
Yeah, I'll back off 10 feet back over to the ship.
Okay. Goes to its initiative next, but it's a surprise, so we're going to skip. Ruin does not have surprise, so we skip. And then it goes to Brillis.
All right, we're gonna do Chaos Bolt at level 2. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right, so that is, and then I'm gonna add in an extra d6 after this.
oh my
So that's
god.
10,
Ugh.
and
What kind of damage is it?
we're gonna make this fire damage.
Okay.
Underwater?
It is
Yep.
resistant, so it will be halved for fire.
All right, I was wondering if a sea creature would be more or less resistant to fire. All right.
Is
Oh,
it?
and then I can roll.
Is that
go ahead.
extra d6 fire too?
Yeah, the whole thing is fire.
All things fire. Okay, so 10, 5.
And then I can
Okay.
see if this triggers any chaos. It does not.
Okay. We're at the top of round 1. Goes to Kamaji.
All right. All right. If I use my bonus action to dash, I can put myself in grave danger.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
But I can also use fetch. So please make a wisdom saving throw.
What would Fram do?
WWFD.
See? Yep.
19.
Chance.
Ooh.
Oh, that sucks.
Holy shit, plus 10.
That's a tough
It's
wisdom.
a I was not expecting the shark to be that wise. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very well-read shark.
Yeah, this is not gonna go well for me. I'm just I can't do anything else. I already did everything I could.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Chance.
Roll.
All right, so when Chance sees you fail to that, he dashes. He can't quite get up to you, but he gets close.
I'm gonna help you, Kamaji, but it just sounds like blah, 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 blah.
And you see a stream of bubbles as he like runs as fast as he can across the seafloor with his sword
Mhm.
drawn.
Okay. Anything else? Nothing?
I mean, that's all I can do. Like I dashed
okay.
to get that far.
Little Tim. He's going to dash.
I thought you could do some bonus action stuff.
I can once you start taking damage,
Oh.
or I can like use my action surge or something. But I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, that's not worth action surging over.
Yeah, I get to do a bonus action to dash or disengage if I'm around somebody who's taken damage.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it had that caveat.
Marge's
And
turn.
if I dash and do like an attack, then I get to do extra stuff too. But like I can't dash that far.
Hmm. Well then. What?
But I do have interception, so I can block some of the shark's attack on the first try. I'm just close enough to use that.
Okay. Sorry, what was that? What are we doing here?
It's my turn. I'm just debating what to do. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Terrible.
So make sure I don't
I
miss
think
anything.
what we're gonna do is. Well, this thing looks pretty strong. We're gonna try to hit it with a ray of enfeeblement. Take this, you big sea beast. Oh, nat 20. Let's go.
Nice.
So, yeah, ray. So, ray of enfeeblement, a black beam of energy, springs from your finger towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack on target. On hit, the target deals half damage with weapon attacks. Use strength until the spell ends. At the end of each turn, the creature can use a con saving throw to get out of it.
Okay.
Why you say strength saving throw?
That's
What's
my turn.
that?
Ain't so tough now, are ya? Hopefully.
Okay, so that hits it, and then we're gonna do a strength saving throw, right?
Oh,
Not yet.
No, not yet. Okay.
It's a con saving throw on the end of its turns to get out of it. But
Okay.
currently it deals half damage if it deals a strength-based weapon attack. Or strength attack.
Nice.
Okay. Bites count as that, I believe, as weapon attacks. They do.
Hope so.
They do.
that's my intention.
They're natural weapons.
Yeah. Okay. Then it goes to the shark. It moves forward to bite Kamaji. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it misses. You are so freaking lucky. And then it goes to
I've rolled so
Ruin.
many nat 20s already this session, and then that happened.
Wow. That's
Now comes
nuts.
it.
What a turn. What two turns? That
Ain't so strong now, are ya? The weak-jawed creature, you.
I can't believe that. That's so good. Okay.
I can't really shoot him with my card, but I can pull out my short bow. Shoot the short bow.
I'm sorry. I muted East because he was on that call, and his call was coming through. So I forgot to unmute him.
Oh, my call? Oh.
You were, it was picking up on your mic, so I muted you real quick, and I just forgot to unmute you.
It wasn't
sorry.
coming through for me. That's weird.
That's weird.
26
Did I hit
hits. Yeah. Very nice.
Man. And oh shit, I don't even got arrow. I only got silver arrow.
Okay, the 6 damage is effective.
And that's oh. Can I try to use the bonus action to hide again?
You are in plain sight, so it would be disadvantage.
Okay, let's try. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably not. Huh.
15.
A 14.
It can see you clearly, trying to cover yourself in sand. You look up towards Kamaji and you see its giant mouth and jagged teeth have opened wide. When they close down to chomp on him, it just barely missed. But these teeth are very, very nasty looking.
All right, that's my turn. Wait, no. I got extra attack. Let's shoot him again.
Okay.
Shoot. Nice.
That hits.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Give me a 6. Oh, not bad, not bad. Yes.
Okay. Takes the full damage. You see blood trickling out of its side now.
Okay,
I
that's
guess-
my turn.
It's not trickling; it's dispersing into the water.
Oh, I don't think you ever rolled a con saving throw for that
right.
enfeeblement, by the way.
15.
It is I think it's a 15 save DC. It just says STR 15 on it.
Yeah,
Plus
15.
7.
Goes to roller, which I think is me.
Dang it.
Well, that's lame.
But why you
That's
say
pretty lame.
SDR?
Just means strength.
So it's March strength.
I don't know why it says strength though, because the
Yeah.
spell clearly said
It's Constitution. Why you say
Constitution.
strength? Yeah.
I don't know why it says it there. That just
It
says
says-
the hit DC. STR 15.
your spell save DC will be listed next
Oh,
to
you're right.
like
I don't know why.
your warlock thing. It'll be like your attack roll and your
Oh.
DC.
Is it because March used to be a warrior, a fighter?
Could
Kinda
be.
weird.
I don't know why. Raven Enfeeblement is a regular spell, so there shouldn't be an error with it. I've never changed it.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I say my personal warlock. This is charisma DC 15, attack plus 7, modifier plus 4. Does that mean my DCs are higher? Am I a level up higher? Or does that ever change?
Your DCs will level up as you
Hmm.
or will get higher as you level up.
Yeah.
Because it adds your proficiency bonus increases.
Why strength?
Oh, well, then it should be a 18 to pass then, right? I've been doing that wrong the whole time.
Oh, what is it? What's your charisma modifier?
My plus 4.
Yeah, so it would be
And my proficiency bonus is plus 3.
yeah. So that's plus 7, and I think it's like 8 plus 7, so it should be 15.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But if you get your
Why is it
charisma
strength,
modifier up
though?
to 5, that adds it, and also if you get like a Rod of the Pact Keeper, that can add to it.
Yeah, I think it is a con save. I don't know why it says strength. I can go in and look later, but that looks pretty weird. Okay. Let's see. So that
He's
we're
no longer enfeebled then.
no longer enfeebled. Okay. Brillis' turn.
Seeing the party come out, Brillis is going to start swimming at his extremely slow speed of 12 and a half, rounded up to 13 per move. Then we're going to do another Chaos Bolt, but we're going to do it at a higher level. This time we're going to do level 3. 14 to hit.
That misses.
I use my ability called Tides of Chaos,
Okay.
which lets me have advantage on a roll. And I can get it back if I do another Chaos roll.
Okay, you tried to send out the shock wave, which pushes the water away from you, affecting your bolt, but it still misses and strikes the sand.
All right, and we'll see if I trigger Chaos. Not yet.
Okay.
And if you want, I can roll another Chaos roll to gain Tides of Chaos back.
I will always say yes to chaos.
Yep. So I get, yep. At the chance of Chaos, I can regain the ability to get advantage on rolls.
Okay. Kamaji's
Alright,
turn.
So that for Brillis.
Okay. Beginning of the round.
Alright, I'm going to I'm gonna cast Booming Blade and make a melee attack as part of that. I'm also, because I'm the only one within 5 feet of you, this is eligible for sneak attack if I hit.
Okay.
Oh!
Nice.
I
You already
can't
got
stop
like
rolling them.
4. There's
I can't
4
stop
nat 20
rolling.
already.
The
That's way-
teeth are trying to gnash down on your arm, but you grab them and just kind of push yourself in a position so you avoid the chomp. You have perfect striking distance to hit the roof of its mouth.
That's,
Oh
and that's,
my god.
Okay.
actually-
Hold on.
That's actually not all either. Hold on, I have to do more. I have to get more here because I did it as part of Booming Blade. So
You just slice it
Okay,
Becomes
so I also
sashimi.
do another D8, which is also be eligible for crit.
Okay.
The D8 it's thunder damage. The rest of it is oh my god, yeah, nice.
48
So
damage.
48 damage, yeah.
What was it?
Oh
You said
my god.
thunder
Rich.
and regular, right?
Magical slashing, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's my dwarven chef's knife that's been imbued with the sunstone.
So you dealt so much damage that when you do so, you strike the top of its mouth in the inside, right? And blood begins to gush out of it, and it begins to regurgitate its last meal. And suddenly you see a body just fling out of the mouth of the shark, and it is a Myrmidon. It's floating away past you, like completely mangled. Looks like it was a guard, perhaps a palace guard.
So also as part of the booming blade, if it moves at all before the start of my next turn, then it takes an additional 2d8 damage.
Okay.
And I don't know if that damage is doubled too or what, but regardless, I get a free disengage for hitting him, and I'm going to use my bonus action to dash. So I'm going to move 30 feet this way
Mhm.
and just kind of tuck myself back here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Chance.
All right,
Oh my
Chance is
God.
also going to take a chance and rush up here. I get to attack him twice with my extra attack. So we're going to hit him once. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Do 6 slashing damage.
Okay. Got it.
And hit him again at 20.
What? Another one? No way. You guys are rolling on fire today.
But
Not
I
me.
get 1. It's +1 to that.
Not ruined though. Oh, that's still pretty good though. Still pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, I got the damage. You slash at it, but it's now closing its mouth. You can't strike the inside of it. It appears to be very, very angered by that last strike.
Yeah. Now I don't have disengage, and anywhere I go is still probably gonna come after me. And if I flee now, is gonna attack me. So I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Little Tim's turn. He is going. So Little Tim is scared of underwater monsters. So he's going to roll a wisdom saving throw. And he's going to dash back.
Oh my god.
He's also terrible at ranged stuff too, so
Yeah. Marge.
Okay. Let us see. I think I'm just gonna hit him with a good old Eldritch Blast, right?
Okay.
What do I have to do for this? Yeah, I'm just gonna hit with double Eldritch Blast. 13, 19.
19 hits.
9 points of force damage.
Strike the side of it. Chunks of flesh fall off.
And then I'm going to come up and put myself 25 feet behind Chance and over here by Kamaji. I'm within 30 feet now, man. Actually, let's go 5 more feet back. Go.
Okay. It's the shark's turn. He moves here.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I'm going to do something.
With that movement, I'm going to use a reaction.
Okay.
Also he also moved, so he takes those 2d8 damage from booming blade as well.
Okay.
So an additional 8 damage. I don't know if it was part of a critical attack. I don't know if that still gets doubled or not, to be honest.
I don't know the answer to that, actually.
I've never come across a spell like this where I rolled a critical with it.
I would say no. I think it has to. I would say that it would have to happen during the attack, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit.
But I'm using the I'm popping a Kelpie head knot to. He has to make. I know it's a Wisdom saving throw, which he's probably going to pass, but make a Wisdom saving throw of a DC 15. It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's worth a shot. I rolled a nat 1, so you never know.
Right.
Okay, the shark kind of. Let me read this real quick. Hold on. You could see it choking on the blood, and then suddenly it vomits out a cone of supernaturally cold water. Each of you that are within this cone, it's a 60-foot cone, need to make a Constitution saving throw. It's a DC 18. If you failed, you're going to take 4 damage.
Eesh.
And you're pushed back 20 feet.
They all failed.
No.
It's 53 cold damage.
That
Bro, I'm dead.
that knocks me out.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I am dead. Holy shit.
Ruin. Death saving throw.
Bro, the fuck? This is the time!
Give me a 20! Yeah!
So close! It's so close!
It's a success, though. That's good. Brillis, perception check.
Okay, let's do a 16.
There's something, a glint of intelligence in the eyes of the shark.
Oh wait. I forgot about something.
Sure.
I can use uncanny dodge to half the damage.
Okay, so it'd be half of 53.
Yeah, okay.
26.
I gotta do that. Okay. It's still Brillis's turn though, right?
Still Brillis' turn.
Oh, so okay. So Brillis he notices that that's right, because after I thought you were having Brillis roll out of turn. Okay, so he sees the glimmer of intelligence, and is it like a hostile intelligence, or is it too far away to really tell?
It's too far away to tell.
You know, I'm real sorry, dear friend, but you just killed a bunch of my pals there, so I'm gonna have to Chaos Bolt you again. Level 2, okay, we're gonna do it. At 20.
Okay.
And
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my God, why is it
This is crazy.
Insane.
This is so crazy.
Yep.
What an
So
epic
this is,
battle.
Where is my nat 20? I haven't.
Then I get to add 2 more d6 because it didn't add the d6 for the extra. So that is 32. And this time it is force damage.
Okay, you did so much damage that you see it beginning to regurgitate again, and it vomits out another body of a Myrmidon as it begins to float away, completely mangled.
All right, and we're gonna see if there's chaos. Nope. I also misread the thing from earlier, and if I want to regain it, I have to just roll on the chaos table.
Okay.
Or the wild. So I'm gonna do that on this turn now.
Okay.
To regain that. So yeah, we're gonna do a D100, and something chaotic is gonna happen. 80. Which means illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of me for the next minute. So it looks like I'm just surrounded by butterflies and flowers.
And because you're underwater, they just kind of fall to the ground, and the butterflies die because they can't.
Well, they're hallucinations. Like
they're
they're not
hallucinations.
Real.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're like spectral. It looks like I'm just surrounded by butterflies and flower petals after I've just blasted this guy with like a nat 20. Oh, yeah, that's nice there. That reminds me of when I took my wife out to the flower garden for our honeymoon the other time.
Kamaji's turn, top of the round.
Okay.
You're not out of this yet.
I am going
Oh,
can't
what did he
move.
do?
Welcome
can
in,
you get rid of
Raiders.
this spell token for me? Now you're sketching me out. Dude. Get this out of here. I don't want to look at that token anymore. Get it out of here.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
refuse to take my turn until you remove your spell token.
I can remove it for you if it'll make you feel more comfortable.
It's gone. It's not there anymore, is it?
There, it's gone now. I hit it.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to look at it. I'm sick of that thing.
Let me just quickly, let me just welcome the Raiders and just say we are currently fighting a very nasty shark in the ocean. They are underwater. They do have magical devices that allow them to swim around and breathe normally. They also can use their weapons, though their ranged attacks are halved with the range. They're doing a mission for a Myrmidon king, hoping to find his queen, but there appears to be some kind of disagreement between the husband and wife. And they're unclear about what is involved in this disagreement quite yet. But they do know that they both, at one point, served a goddess called the Brine Lordess, which is the patron of one of our characters, Marge, who is just downed by this cold breath that the shark just spewed all over them. Okay.
Down for now.
You love downing me with giant cone attacks.
Yes.
It's like every other
Well,
mission.
I am going to use one of my 2 potions of greater healing and as an action feed it to Marge and get her up.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness. I was seeing the light.
Then I'm going to use... Oh man, what the heck do I even do? I can't... I already moved like 10 feet. I can move like 5 more feet and then I have like a bonus action. I can't get anybody else up.
Oh, oops. I didn't mean to roll that.
Oh,
Very good.
I'll roll your... Here you go. You got 16 health actually from that.
Holy shit.
I rolled
Hey.
it, but it didn't go up. But you got 16. So you're up with 16 health, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. So, and because I'm underwater, my speed's halved. I can only move like. How can I get up on top of this thing?
Yeah, it's
How high up is it? Like
20.
I'm with.
So we'll say
With
15
20
feet high because it's partially sunken into the sand.
So you know, with where I'm at, I could probably get there with 20 feet of movement, right? Like right here.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, I'm gonna do 20 feet to get to here, and that's my turn.
Okay. It's Chance's turn.
I failed my death saving throw.
Okay. First fail. Little Tim looks back and he goes, "Oh, darling! I knew this was going to happen if we came down here to the bottom of the ocean where all the sea monsters are. I hate sea monsters. Oh, gosh, they're going to eat me whole, they are. I warned them I did it. They didn't listen." And he dashes down here 30 feet. It then goes to Marge, who's up.
Marge is going to swim up 20 feet.
Smoke brought up a good point. Tim can talk in the water.
In his bubble, he can.
He's talking to himself. But
He's talking to
yeah.
himself, yeah. He talks to himself.
But actually,
Sorry.
I don't even need to do that, do I? I can just provide healing and he gets up, right? I don't even need to do a potion. Yeah, Marge is going to start the round by popping a Kelpie head knot or an otter's paw knot to regain 9 hit points on chance. Up you go, big fella.
Nice.
You're underwater.
Thanks, I'm feeling much better.
You got a bubble. As bubbles are coming out of Marge's mouth. And then just cast an Eldritch Blast at the giant beast.
Okay. Let's get a good roll.
Maybe you just kill him.
Hey, 21 2 times over.
You hit him both times.
15 force damage.
Yes.
You're starting to see the the shark's, it's the cartilage, I guess, underneath the skin. There's like gaping wounds. Blood is flowing out now. See it rising up above you. You're beginning to feel a little bit nervous about that because there's so much blood and flesh in the water.
Oh shit!
So Marge is gonna end her turn by going 20 feet over by Ruin, and I guess parking myself behind Ruin.
Okay.
Gonna start dragging Ruin out again. Marge likes to drag Ruin around.
The devil shark moves straight towards Chance to make a bite attack. A 29 to hit. It deals 28 piercing damage.
And Chance is back down.
Holy shit!
Okay, you are... Let's see. You are grappled. And you are right now inside of its mouth, but you're not yet swallowed. Okay. It then goes to Ruin.
Okay.
Come on, Ruin.
Focus! I can feel it! I can feel it! Yeah! I can feel it! Ah! Yeah!
Okay.
Man.
Brillis.
Oh gosh, they're going after my friends is hardly a nice thing to do. I'm gonna have to really step up my game there, old Brillis will have to do. He's gonna do Chaos Bolt at level 3.
Okay.
20 to hit.
That hits.
And we're good. So that is gonna be 2 extra d6 on top of this. 10. So this is force damage again. And that is 17 force damage.
17 force damage. Still alive.
And then we'll see if anything chaotic happens. Nope.
Okay. Top of the round goes to Kamaji.
All right. Kamaji's gonna descend down on him from above.
Gosh. You got another nat 20 in you?
I'm gonna try. I have a question. Could I, as a bonus action, pull one of those paralytic vials out and stab my dwarven chef's knife through the vial in order to administer the poison into it with my strike? Because I know obviously like coating a weapon underwater is not possible, but like if I used a bonus action to like hold the vial up and stab through it
To try and get it into the... Yeah. Yeah. If you're using your bonus action, let's do it.
Okay. The other thing is I don't know if how these potions work or poisons work, like, but you just said that they paralyze people like with no saving throw or time limit.
Yep. You just got hit.
Okay. I got 5 of these things. This is just like basically me saving my ass in case I don't kill it. But if that's the case, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hold out the vial, which gives me no escape option. But I also am gonna cast Booming Blade as part of this attack.
You really need to hit this right now.
Yeah, I really do. So here goes with my dwarven chef's knife. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
Because I'm the only one in range. A sneak attack is eligible for my swashbuckler rogue. 15 slashing damage plus 7 additional thunder damage from Booming Blade.
Okay.
And so that's 22 plus, and then he's also paralyzed
You kill it.
if he's not dead. Okay.
Nice.
When the shark dies, it transforms into a Myrmidon lying on the floor. You recognize it to be the queen from the pictures the king showed you.
Bro, we killed a queen. What the?
Kamaji paralyze her again. I mean, As Marge is shoving a potion in Ruin's mouth.
Is she dead?
She's dead.
Oh, oof.
What?
Well, we'll pick up her body and continue into the cave, I suppose.
Okay. Regicide.
I am gonna give a
Yep.
potion to Ruin and
Rough.
chance with another heal before they float away in death.
Okay.
Is anyone healing Chance?
Marge is using a otter paw.
Okay.
10 points. Of healing.
Nah.
We're just gonna leave him there.
And then for Ruin, she got just a ye old health potion from Marge shoved into her gullet for 7 points of healing.
Nice. Thank you. Ah, the fuck?
Yeah, let's see if we could get into this cave and find a place where we could like maybe do a short rest.
That or one of the nearby ships.
Yeah.
It's a larger cave than you expected. You come into the entrance and you see that there are several carcasses littered throughout the cave. All Myrmidon, palace guards, from what you can tell. There is a chest over here with some belongings and a note.
A chest?
Looks like a chest for, they were like several of them actually. They did like move
This is
a
all
bunch of
like
stuff.
underwater still, right?
All underwater. Yep.
All
It
right,
looked like
yeah.
a treasure
Go-
chest.
Let's go check the note. Yeah.
The
What's
note
the note say?
The note is a letter addressed to the Mer King. It states, "Husband, you have knelt before evil. You have given in to the Brian Lordess, and now she controls you and the kingdom we once ruled together. I am disappointed, and I'm hurt. You have forsaken me and our family, and all the people we once served together. I can no longer stand to rule by your side, and those who agree to follow me will follow me to war against what you have promised the Brian Lordess." The Queen.
Kamaji's just like staring at Marge like,
What does it say?
evil? What? Like, what's going on?
No. She's fine.
We can't talk to each other, but I'm just like giving Marge like this like weird look, like, what are you up to? I know you're not like the most morally sound person in the world, but what are you doing?
What do you do? You can roll investigation on the rest of the belongings if you'd like.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
might go
yeah.
take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, after that, do a quick investigation roll and then we'll do a break.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go help
Man.
Samara with dinner for a second.
All right.
My dice is fucking me today.
That is not a good investigation roll.
You guys find 65 electrum, which is the currency down here. It's actually worth more than gold.
Ooh, fancy.
2 electrum pieces equals 1 gold piece. Such a dumb conversion.
So we got
Let's see.
65.
Yep.
And let's see.
Okay, in addition to that, if... Looks like Chance gets to roll a D100 when he gets back.
I think I got nothing. Ah.
So we got Electrum. I'm creating a thing for it because I don't think we have a item and shard for that yet. Right?
Electrum? It should be under your currency thing. It's by your
Oh,
gold.
is it the EP one?
Yep. You got it.
Got it. I was just gonna put it in shared treasure.
I'm also going to give you one more currency roll. You can also add 36 platinum pieces.
Ooh, holy crap!
Which is really good.
You know, while we got this little mini break, I got a question about something here.
Sure.
So I didn't notice it until before, and I don't quite understand this, but I have now that it's a 6th level Sea Witch feature, Deep
Okay.
Coven Strength. You've been granted a greater portion of your patron's power and your coven's protection when you use your Witch's Ladder as a spellcasting focused to cast spells of 1st level or higher. They deal extra cold or lightning damage. Now, as my spellcasting focus, I typically have been using my kibble stick as, I guess, my spellcasting focus, right? But
Yeah.
does that mean when I use my Witch's Ladder, so does that just mean when I use like my Witch's Ladder spells, I can add that damage to it? Like my Otter's Paw Knot, my Draconite Knot, my Kelpie Knot? Or does that mean I can use it as my spellcasting focus and then just basically add 1d8
This
cold or
is-
lightning to anything?
Says you may use your Witch's Ladder as a spellcasting focus for your Warlock spells, and if it is destroyed or lost, you may perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive a replacement from your patron. So according to this, it says you can use it for your Warlock spells.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
I should have been adding a bunch of extra damage to that then, because that's just like my Eldritch Blast is a Warlock spell, right? Or is it only my spells?
No, that counts as a spell. It's a cantrip, but I think you can. Well, actually, that's a good question.
Well, because that sounds too good to be
No,
true. 'Cause
that could be actually, because that's part of your spell list. Cantrip's a type of spell. It doesn't distinguish between them, so I would roll in favor of it. But let's ask Jeff. Maybe he knows something about it. This is a custom class though, so sometimes they're pretty broken. But I would say just add it.
Like, because that's an extra 1d8 to. That'd be an extra 2d8 to every attack I do.
Sweet. Yeah, just add it in there. I mean, that's what it says. It says for Warlock spells.
Well, hot damn. Cool.
Yeah.
And it can be either cold or lightning. So, and that was another thing. I didn't see it anywhere here. I was like, but if I have my Sea Witch thing is all about cold and water. I was like, I wonder if I have resistance of cold somewhere built in there. I don't see it.
All right. I'm not sure either, actually. I'm going to do shout outs real quick. First shout out went to Thogly. Thanks, Thogly, for the raid. Appreciate you guys coming by. Forever Dwarves. Long live the Dwarves. Also, this next one is going to go to Shafedog. Shafedog is in our game tonight. He's playing Marge, who is a warlock and patron to the Brian Lordis.
She's not that bad. Don't listen to the propaganda.
She's very bad.
You say she is the bride?
The Brian Lordis.
Brian Lordis.
We have demi-deities in this multiverse, and we also have the old gods or old deities. And the Brian Lordis is one of those old deities.
How old they are?
They existed before the multiverse was created.
They're older than Marge.
There's no way. No way that old.
I'm going to give out a couple more shout outs here in just a moment once the timer resets.
My headset's dying. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to plug it up.
Okay. That was a pretty brutal fight. Glad you survived. Oh, can you roll a D100 for me, Eric?
Sure. 58.
You find a wand of magic missiles.
Which character?
This would have been for the 18, so Chance. He finds a stick. You know how to add it, right?
Yep.
Is it like one of those? He said he found a stick.
For Chance would say it's a stick, but it's a wand of magic missiles.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like one of those, like it was a stick that looked like a gun, or like one of those, like, whoa, dude, look at that stick. It's a cool stick. Wouldn't this be a good walking stick?
Looks like a machine gun.
That's on like on one of those subreddits /r just guys being guys or whatever. There was a thing
Oh
there
my
for a while.
God.
People were just posting cool sticks they found.
That's so funny.
So when
Hey!
he finds it, do other people see him? Because he's definitely.
If I roll an even number, I'm gonna tell the others. If I roll an odd, I'm keeping it for chance. Hey guys, look at the stick I found.
And he shows them the.
Do we know what it is?
Chance doesn't.
And-
Well, you can roll
No, and-
intelligence, I guess, or Arcana if you wanted
And
to.
you also just hear him go. Blah, 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 blah.
You know that it's a magical
try it.
casting implement. You've never seen one like this before.
You just see him
I
waving
got
it
a
around.
Ruin has heard of
I
them
got
because
17.
goblin shamans sometimes use them, usually ones that live out in the wilderness alone.
Wilderness.
Yeah.
Marge
Okay.
doesn't care. She's like, hey, he's got a cool stick. He's in this chance.
It's Arcana to roll. Yep.
Unsure.
That fella's got a stick there, you know. It's pretty
Oof.
nice. Good for you, fella. And he pats him on the back.
No.
Oh, guys and their sticks.
Yeah, you just let Chance keep it.
Oh yeah, just like my son Brandon. You know, he likes to play with sticks sometimes.
All right, just do a couple more shout outs here. Last two here are going to go to the Majestic Turtle. I think Turtle's been playing Dragon Ball Z, last I saw, and Silent Hill 2. And then the next one's going to go to Mallory Dodo. Thank you for the sub. And Mallory, I believe, is doing a reset on the 7 Days to Die server. I think they went into beta. Is that right? If I recall correctly. I'm going to give that shout
doing
out.
the wipe soon,
Doing a
if
wipe.
not already.
Yeah. You guys can check
Got
out
a
their...
bit-
Oh, go ahead.
They got a lot of new features coming up there though, and they're finishing the stage 5 and adding all the new, getting all the bugs and stuff. I think when the Ravenhurst update came out, that really helped them get a lot of their mod stuff through the pipeline as well. So,
I see.
a lot of new content over there.
Very cool. So shout out to Mallory. If you guys are curious about playing 7 Days to Die, it is a great game. And their
Fun.
particular community is called Amelia. Check it out. It's actually really, really awesome. Okay. And now I think we can return to the issues at hand. So Chance did find a wand. He thought it was a stick. It's a wand of magic missiles, which is really cool. And now you guys have found the letter that was addressed to the king, written by the queen. You know that the queen was turned into a shark somehow, probably by the Brine Lordess, from what you've gathered. She wants to destroy the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, and the king doesn't want to do that.
Of course, we can't destroy it. I need it. But
Yeah, is there anything anywhere else to go in here? Is there like, does this cave lead deeper at all, or?
It does. It does lead into the old, like the Durgar city. A lot of the passageways are collapsed or have been broken off because there was a lot of tectonic movement in this part of the world.
Do we see like any other indication of where they might have gone with the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, or like why she turned into this massive shark thing and like apparently killed all of her rebel guards, it seems like?
You don't know. You just know that she was going against the Brine Lordess's wishes, and something happened. She was turned into a shark, and she killed the people that were following her.
But we don't see any signs of the sarcophagus.
No. Your investigation check only turned up what I showed you.
Okay. Well, I guess we go deeper.
did anybody add that Electrum and Platinum pieces?
Are we gonna take a short rest at all?
I did not add anything.
That was 65 electrum and 36 platinum pieces.
For who? Everyone?
It was
Yeah.
in the chest, and Kamaji was the one who opened the chest. So
Oh,
We can just split it up. Let me pull out a calculator.
so do we have short rest or?
You guys can take a short rest if you want.
That's short rest. I'm almost dead.
It's like there's 5 of us, or yeah,
13 each.
Don't include little Tim though. I don't know if you included him or not.
no, without little Tim, there's still 5 of us.
Didn't little Tim take a vow of he doesn't take any currency ever? He doesn't believe in exchanging currency and doesn't believe in like the power of coins, and he's all just about trade and barter. So he's staunchly against coins.
As long as you
how
help
much-
him pay for his facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, that's part of the deal.
It was so we each get 13 electrum, and then how many platinum pieces was it?
36 platinum, right?
36, yeah.
So we all get 7 platinum pieces, and one of us gets 8. Kamaji's taking the 8 because he opened the chest. So we each get, yeah, 13.
Okay, when you wake up, go ahead and roll a perception check.
We took a short rest.
You did. Wow. Brillis, you wake up and you notice that there is a cave right here underneath you, leading further down into the earth.
Oh, there appears to be some sort of cave there.
Well, we can't hear you, so you'll just signal us and we'll check it out.
Yeah, exactly. He's waving you.
Yep. You guys go in and you realize that it doesn't really go that deep, but at the very far back, you do see another chest. This chest, you can roll investigation on if you'd like.
As Brillis or all of us?
Brillis first, because he found it. 16. You notice that there is some kind of magical aura surrounding the chest, and it is locked by magical and mechanical means.
Okay, I can try and unlock it.
Okay.
I can try to help.
I'll try and disable the magical trap first.
Roll Arcana.
Oof.
Well, it looks like you're gonna hurt yourself there, Kamaji. Here, let me help.
Okay,
You
an
have
assisted
a-
check.
That wasn't much help.
The 13 is just enough to do it. It is pressure sensitive, and you figure out that you need to hold 2 levers on each side of the chest before opening and turning and opening the lock. Once you do, it depressurizes, and the magical aura diffuses, but there's still a mechanical lock to bypass.
Alright, I'll use my thieves' tools. Oh my god.
I'm gonna help him.
It's just enough. 13 is
Hiya.
what you need.
Oh,
Okay, you are able to open it. It pops open, and you see a map with location of the sarcophagus of rejuvenation.
oh.
Blah 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 blah.
And then-
Where is it pointing?
I'll show you in just a moment. Roll 5 D100s.
So
Yes.
each of us roll 1,
Sure.
and then Eric rolls 2. Ooh, I got a 96.
You found 96 platinum, 45 platinum, 71 platinum, etc.
Oh, 96.
So I found
Wait, platinum is each platinum is worth what, 100 gold pieces?
I believe that's correct. I think it's platinum to, let's see. Let's double check. Yep. 10 gold pieces. So 960 for you. That's pretty good.
Oh, they're 10 gold
What?
pieces. Okay.
10, yeah.
Oh, I got 500 gold.
Yep.
Ooh, nice. 500 gold.
Electrum it's less than gold, right?
Yes.
It's like
2 electrum per 1 gold piece, I think. Electrum
So
is
do
what
we-
the Myrmidons use. That and platinum.
Gotcha.
So do we share the electron?
We already did, yeah. That was like the 13 that we got.
Okay.
Everyone got 13.
Yep.
So you're like 6 gold. Okay.
The sarcophagus of rejuvenation. It is time to reveal some things. Oh, I
imagine
gotta
the map
Yeah.
is like unfurling in front of them, and there's like a light shooting off. I'm like, oh.
Oh. Is that Troll Kingdom?
Smoketown is just outside of Smoketown, supposedly on this hex right here, the sarcophagus of rejuvenation. That big dot.
We've heard about Smoketown. What was that again?
It is famous for its brisket. It has been colonized by a group of dragonborn. There's also a mixture of people there, including dwarves, humans, and even some trolls. But it's very well known for the dragonborn cooks.
Oh, Gruzlock would have loved going there for the smoked meats, and Fram would have loved going there for the other smoked things.
Does the map show like any more beyond just that, or it just shows that area?
You know what? I'm going to show you actually a little bit more, because I feel like it would show this whole island.
Or at least like the right coast of it.
I feel like it would show I'm going to show the whole island. It's not too big, and I feel like we kind of need some reveal. If that's cool with you guys, because I think it would make sense to show
I
it.
feel like the map would show more. Otherwise, we wouldn't know where it was in relation to where we are.
Also, keep in mind that if you move to this point over here on this hex, it takes you to the other side of the map. It's the globe, so we're not. It's not a flat Earth.
I mean, there's not a giant ring of ice around it all?
That was the last campaign.
Ah. Well, shit. We're closer to the bottom right pit way down there than I thought we were. To Amelia.
Amelia?
That's globe?
Yep. Any questions?
But we don't know how far up or across it goes. But yeah, no questions. We just go north. Wait, north was
Oops.
right.
Here is Smoketown, by the way. I forgot to show that Pip.
So like while we're all under the water looking huddling over this map and looking at it, Marge like motions to the whole group like us go walk to the sarcophagus, take it, and leave. This elaborate underwater hand gesture we're all trying to communicate with.
Yeah, the question is, do we go back to the king or not?
Well, something killed his wife. I mean, we should probably tell him about that.
I mean,
What
it was
not?
us.
We didn't know such thing. Are you kidding me? We came upon this horrible, gruesome scene.
Actually, we should go
There
back
was a shark.
to this map. I'm assuming you guys will probably leave. I also need to give you your XP for that boss fight. So let me do that real quick.
I would like to, assuming that the area isn't too dangerous from the bloody dispersion of shark guts and Myrmidon bodies, like we should check out the ships.
Okay.
But, condition pending.
Yeah, grab every coin.
It's 2,000 XP to 5 players. It was a total of 10,000.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was a big monster. You guys did really well on it.
I feel like maybe we shouldn't have killed it now.
Oh. You put 2,000 for me, right?
Should, yeah.
Okay. Because I put it myself and I found out I got 4,000. So I minus 2,000 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did it automatically.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
You guys return here. You want to go see the ship? Roll perception, actually, before you go.
Let's go hunt more of those
Perception.
sharks.
Yeah. EXP farm.
You
Just like
notice
Ashes of Creation.
in the distance, there is a looming shadow. When you look towards the surface of the ocean, you can see a glowing underside of a great creature, immense in size, as it sort of descends down toward the ocean floor. The brightness is almost blinding.
That's the Kraken, guys.
As it draws closer, you realize that the mouth of this beast, it's the same as the Kraken you saw on the surface of the ocean. And the mouth is a Silspore passage.
Oh.
What the fuck?
As it draws closer, you can see a stone lodged into the beak of the beast.
Wait, that mean so his mouth is like a teleport gate. So that means he cannot eat. Because every time he try to eat something, the food will just go through the gate.
That's true, but he might be feeding off the energy of the stone.
Ah.
Or he might have pulled an Eric Cartman and be eating the other way.
It's definitely, this is Eric Cartman
God.
final boss battle.
No way,
you
because
guys.
for the octopus, their mouth and their anus is the same, I remember. Probably the same spot.
They got butt mouths.
We don't know if an octopus
I forgot.
and a Kraken have the same physiology on anus mouth starting things.
Please roll stealth.
Shit.
With advantage because of the distance and the cover of the
Yeah.
ships.
Oh, I don't even need it. Finally. Yay. I got 20.
Okay. You guys are safe. You see that this giant gargantuan Kraken is moving off toward the city, the Myrmidon city. Feel free to
City.
yeah, it's going back to the King's city. You can
What
search
is
the
it?
ships now if you want.
The body of the queen again, was it like a regurgitated body or was it like a you said because like she got turned into the shark. Like what
Yeah.
status, if we were to bring this back to the king, is it in? Is it in like a pretty putrid horrid state or
Yes, mangled. You only recognized it by the ripped clothing. The clothing itself was too elegant to be of a commoner status, and it also had some like other insignia that labeled her as the queen.
Marge collects the ripped clothing and the badge thing,
Okay,
but none of the remnants.
fair. Very fair. It's pretty gross. Do you lay her to rest below the sand?
No.
Okay. Leave her in the salt. Salt heals all wounds, right?
Yeah, it's be eaten by all the little mini fishies and stuff around here.
Okay.
That's why she'd want it. Back to nature.
Kamaji will commission an unseen servant to dig a shallow grave beneath the sand for her.
Okay. And then feel free to explore the ships. You can you have time to explore one ship, and then you'll have to make a decision about where to go next. Like you each can split up, is what I mean.
Deciding between two things.
I
If I
gotta check
go
out this one.
even, I'm gonna go to the right. If I go odd, I'm gonna go to the left. I'm gonna go to the left.
Kamaji goes to this one.
Okay.
Investigation?
Investigation.
Check out this little stove in the front bit.
Okay.
Man.
You don't find anything, Ruin.
Ooh, Chance got a nat 20.
Okay.
Bro.
The amount of nat 20s we've had this session, you can't even see that on my camera, but nat 20s versus nat 1s is crazy.
Yeah, and they haven't. A couple of them were useful, but a lot of them are just for like other
Yeah.
things.
Two of them were negated by disadvantage. One was for perception or for initiative.
Yeah, I've had like 5 or 6 myself, I think, when one of them was initiative.
I just need
I only
a
got
One of
one.
one of Chance's
Marge.
attacks gained +1 because of his attack.
I'm just in that little stove, the very front bit of.
I only had one impactful one, and it was that attack that did like a shit ton of damage.
Okay. Let's start with Kamaji. You got a 16. You can go ahead and roll a D100.
I love it when you have me roll D100s.
You found an immovable rod.
Oh, that is a perfect object for Kamaji.
All right, next we're going to go to Marge. You got the 24 on the hardest DC. Let's see, that brings us to this table. Okay, can you roll
those things
D100?
are worth 1,000 gold pieces? Holy shit.
Crazy. Yeah,
I'm sorry, you wanted me
D100.
to roll what?
D100 for
D100?
treasure. You found a 7th level spell scroll.
Ooh.
You get to choose the spell.
Something salty for sure.
And then let's have the nat 20. You get a boost. You get to roll a D100 on an even better table. Go ahead.
All right, got a 65.
You find a weapon of warning. Gives you advantage on initiative rolls.
I'm so
I'm not
happy with
seeing
my
it in
immovable rod.
treasure.
You can, it basically, it's in you.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
You can choose the one you want.
nice.
Okay. Enjoy the treasure. I like doing random loot sometimes. It's fun.
A movable rod is like low-key maybe one of the best items that Kamaji could have at his disposal.
Awesome.
It's just because it's like, it's not that useful in like a normal situation, but it like requires very creative usage and can be awesome.
Yeah, totally. Could be so much fun with the utility.
Why is it a rod?
Like a pole.
Iron rod.
Yeah, like just like a pole or a stick, really. Like basically
Oh.
it's an immovable rod, so it's just like a slab of metal in my head, basically, that is just like we press a button on it and it just like can't be moved. It takes up to a DC 30 strength check to move it 10 feet, or 8,000 pounds of force
Oh,
to make it
they can
fail.
block a door or something like that.
Oh yeah, a door or all sorts of stuff. You can do really cool stuff with it.
Okay. Excellent. And Ruin, can you roll a D100 real quick for me?
Oh, I got one too. Why?
You're gonna get something. It's not gonna be a lot, but
Wow.
you find 74 gold pieces.
Ah, I'm satisfied. Gold is what I need. I need a lot of gold.
All right.
Nice.
We can now move on from this map. Where are we going?
Did Brillis find anything?
What was his investigation? I must have missed that. Oh, you can roll a D100 too. 83 gold pieces. Okay.
All right.
Are we going back to the king? Or are we going back to the ship?
I mean, why we need to go back to the king? We kill his wife, and we got the thing we want, but we don't want to give to him.
The only reason to go back is really just to give him the information that his wife hated him. And I feel like it's not going to end well for us, but
No, but we might not want him to sick his Kraken on us, if that is. his-
yeah, I'm in favor of going back. Kamaji would want to go back and deliver the message, because I feel like it's the more honorable thing to do.
All right. Honor.
Is it has to be majority votes? Everyone's in agreement on that? Because I feel like it could be a conflicting thing. Okay.
Also, like, how are we communicating all of this?
He talks in
Yeah,
common.
that's true.
I
No,
mean,
no,
we're underwater.
we're underwater. We can't talk to each
oh,
other, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like the rest of the party would just fall. If Marge and Kamaji were unified in their decision, I feel like the rest of the party would definitely
yeah.
follow them, especially underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay. When you guys get back to the city, you see the Kraken has wrapped its tentacles around the building without crushing it. When you approach, there is a very bright and brilliant light that is shining through this like multicolored glass that makes up the palace windows, and it's just really, really brilliant. You guys walk through and back into the palace interior. The king sees you. What news have you brought me?
So the Kraken is definitely his.
Yep.
Confirmed. Okay, well, that's good.
Hmm.
Oh, King, we have such horrible news to report to you. We found this. Marge produces the tattered clothes and signet, and unfortunately, we just found so much blood and guts and things all over the cave. It was a horrific sight.
Hand them to me. He takes the cloth and looks at it and kisses it. My darling, my dearest, my saltwater princess. I will miss you terribly, but I will not miss your disloyalty. And he crumples it up in his hand and then throws it away. You have failed me. Did you find anything into the caves?
We just handed it to you. We found all the tattered. We found lots of blood, lots of mermaid bodies. Did you want us to bring all that back too?
What of the storage components, the chests? Did you find anything of significance?
No.
I do not believe you.
Well, we found a little
Why
bit
ask?
of electrum. You guys use that down here, right? Would you care for this electrum? And Marge pulls out the 13 electrum pieces that she has. Yeah, you can have it as a king tithe or something, I suppose.
I do not need your electrum. What I need are the artifacts that my wife had taken from me. Did you
We found
find
this-
the map?
We found this note that's kind of said she hates you, but we kind of wanted to spare you that. But if you're so insistent, you may have it.
Give it
Is
to
there
me.
supposed to be a map on the back of that note? Is that how it works? We couldn't find anything. We were like, why is he here?
Roll deception. I'm going to say he has advantage on this, but it's only 11.
Yes, Marge. Yes.
Very well. But if I find out that you're withholding sensitive information, I will hunt you down. You do know of my pet, do you not? He motions to the tentacles sort of suctioned against the windows outside.
Yeah. What's going on with that there glowy thing on the beak side? You know.
That is my Kraken! What of it?
And what is what's the glowy bit?
The glowy bit is just a modification given to me by the Brine Lordess herself. I was hoping to use it to find the sarcophagus of rejuvenation to repay her for this great gift that she bestowed upon me, but it seems that I will have to tell her that my plans are delayed. I just hope that she will not be too angry with me.
You know,
Well,
you
now-
really don't have to worry about that. Me and the Brine Lotus, we go way back. And I can deliver that message for you. I'll take that whole burden off you. That can be my offering of peace to you.
Roll deception. Very well.
Oh.
You'll be my emissary to her, since you seem to be so much closer than I to her. She very rarely speaks to me, and she's only spoken to me with disappointment as of lately, for I have failed to deliver. Please tell her I am sorry, and that I do promise to deliver the sarcophagus of rejuvenation as soon as I am able to find it.
I'll pass the message along for her. And while I'm at it, I'll ask her about this little Kraken of yours and why she gave such a powerful Kraken to, a king like you, who's great in these mighty halls.
Yes. Snorkel! He, snaps his finger, and you see the Kraken, unsuck from its, position along the palace. And it goes over behind the palace windows, behind his seat, and you see these great big eyes just kind of staring at you. Snorkel here will follow you on your voyage, and if you decide to betray me, well then, he will deal with you. Yes, he will.
On our voyage? What do you mean?
Well, you're going to see the Brine Lordess, are you not? Wherever you go on the seas. My
Oh,
good...
she's always with me. I talk to her all the time. I just gotta stick my head outside and I can give her a call.
Yes, we have no need for an escort. We did your quest for you. We have no more further business with you.
Well, it will just, escort you to wherever you're going to make sure that you'll be arriving safely. That is all. There's nothing to worry about.
We would appreciate some camaraderie, considering we did your quest and you said you would be forthcoming. Now, I'm going to level with you. We are somewhat in the know, as they say, and we are familiar with the Sill Spore passage that is attached to your Kraken. I would like to know where that stone lodged and it leads, and why you use what you use that for.
I'd be willing to tell you this if you promise to help me to find the sarcophagus of rejuvenation so I may deliver it to the Brine Lordess.
We've already done an errand for you. You have done nothing for us, sir.
Very well. Well, I am promising you a great escort. Snorkel here will go with you wherever you please.
A great escort or a great a great death trap. Yes, you.
Screw your escort.
If you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to fear.
Then why do you sound like that?
You've got nothing to earn our trust.
This is
You've
just
given us,
my voice.
You've given us no reason to trust you. We've given you every reason to trust us. We've done a mission for you. You've given us nothing.
Very well. I
Is
shall tell
there-
you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is in the palace room that we're in, is there guards around? Or is it just us and him?
There's guards. Yeah.
And your own wife hates you.
She betrayed me.
Maybe there's a reason.
She went against the Brine Lordess's wishes. She wanted to destroy the sarcophagus of rejuvenation. And she had recently left to do so. It's why I had to track her down.
Well, this relationship needs to be a give and take if you need to have it be healthier than you and your wife's relationship, okay? So you need to give us some information before we start taking some liberties.
Very well. I shall tell you where the portal leads. Is that what you want to know? Where the
Yes.
Sill Spore passage leads?
For
I shall-
starters.
What was that?
Is it for starters?
For starters. All right. I shall tell you. It is a very, very rare stone. You've probably never heard of it. It is called the Stone of Petrified Horns. It leads to the Beastlands.
Does the petrified horns like perk up Brillis at all when petrified is mentioned?
Wait, Beastland is go to Corwin.
Yes.
Wait a second there, fella. Are you talking about the petrified as in turned to stone? Is there a way to unpetrify those kind of horns there?
Unpetrify what has already been petrified? What a ridiculous notion. No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, all right, dear fella. You don't need to get rude there. You know, I'm just trying to find out. I think you don't have enough information to help me, and I'll look for somebody with more knowledge and power. It's all right.
Well,
I
that was the most catty that Brillis has ever been.
Might still be a little bit annoyed at being called a fool earlier.
Oh my god, Vieri and Elk Hunter are also in the Beastlands.
I am the only one, as far as I know, that is in possession of such a terrifying artifact. I have spent some times in the Beastlands as a mere mortal, but now I am beginning to acquire enough power to live forever. With the Brine Lordess's help, of course. It is why I must find this sarcophagus of rejuvenation. It is why I need your help. It is why I want Snorkel to follow you on your journeys.
You still don't have enough power to unpetrify what's already been petrified? I mean, sorry there, fella. It just doesn't sound like a lot of power to me, but, you know, that's just my opinion.
It is impossible. Impossible.
I'll just tell you that, you know, we're on the lookout for the sarcophagus, but like we got no leads or anything like that. So we're gonna be on this new like troll pirate thing. So it'd probably be like better for you to keep your Kraken like on the mission at hand, because we're kind of like veering off on a different mission now that we've hit a dead end.
Yeah, that's the last we heard, was that there's some new troll pirates that dug up or dredged up some sarcophagus, and they had headed off to the east, and that's where we were heading right now, to be, you know, forward with you, since you've given us this bit of information. Maybe Snorkel should go chase that off.
Troll pirates are disgusting. We try to sink their ships whenever they sail across our seas. Oh, that's not very nice, you do that. Why not perhaps know some of those trolls? Little Tim gets all perked up at this, you know, the sound of all that. I do not care about your troll people. They're a nuisance. They drop their materials down at the bottom of our ocean and pollute the seas.
What material? Poops?
They're rusted metals. They're poop. Yes. They're disgusting creatures.
Looks like fish eat poop. Wait, does that mean you eat poop too?
Yeah.
Also, I mean, where else is it supposed to go? I mean, where is your poop going there? Are you saying you don't poop, or where do you put it?
I tire of this conversation. I must depart for the Beastlands now. I have some important business there. You see, eventually it will be I who rules the Beastlands, not that fool of a Minotaur Corwin. And he turns around, he gets up and walks towards the windows and unlatches them. He walks out and you see the great eyes lift up above the archways, and then this beak turns towards it and a great Silspore passage opens and he moves through it.
We might have to have a chat with that there Brine Lord. It's about giving this goob access to a Kraken.
With a Silspore passage in his beak.
I wonder if she could be persuaded to let me have it.
I wonder if we can use other stones to use that passage to travel to other areas. Because if does anybody have a sunstone left, or we use them all?
Rig does.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't have.
I think we used them all.
Wait, so where is
Rig
the?
has his though.
Yeah.
Oh, where
but
is the?
That's like so far away.
Yeah.
Where is the
Can we go all the way back down to Rig?
It
Grisland
would just be
one?
it would just be interesting if we could have used a different stone to like go talk to Rakana face to face and see like, yo, I mean, like obviously I feel like we've already discovered what she wanted us to discover, which is that the sarcophagus was directly north of us the whole time. And we are heading the right way, and we have a huge lead on the Vampire Queen. But what if it wasn't? What if there was more to it than that? It'd also be just nice to talk to a deity that's on our side and has like deity knowledge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, I feel like if I could get it in with Rakana, then my next generation character could be an Asimir.
This is true. The last thing I wanted to mention was when he walks through the beak, you do notice that the Kraken is infected with mycelium. Okay, so
Yeah.
it is acting
Obviously.
as both. It's a hyph gate.
It's got a
itself.
Silspore passage in its
Yeah.
beak.
It's got the stone, but it's also got the hyph gate. That's the necessary component to opening it.
So we could. So you're saying we could delodge the Beastland stone and put a different stone in its place and use it?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, but it sounded like that's what you were saying.
I'm setting it up for you to
I'm
experiment
saying-
with things.
I'm saying that Matt is saying that was possible. That was that's what just happened.
I'm just dropping clues.
It's canon now, guys. We can use this Kraken as a Silspore passage.
So
But we
where
don't have the
is
stone. We don't have the stone anyway to go to the. We don't have the stone to go to the right place. But honestly, I'd be down to go to the Beastlands. Kamaji's also super interested in just like all of that and talking to any deities that he can.
Yeah, and I need to talk to Corwin again. I fell him. He say he need my help, and now I'm a stick.
I also feel like I also took a proficiency in religion, and I feel like I would know that the Beastlands have Vieri, Corwin, Burr, Elk Hunter Jabrun, and Tanuk, which I'm guessing is the raccoon idol from. Okay, yeah.
And where?
I also love that the stone for Tanuk, I just realized reading this, is a kidney stone.
Yes.
I never caught that before. I swear I've read this so many times.
Okay. I think this is. So, are you guys going through the passage after him, or we're not doing that?
I think we're going.
I would want to do it. Like Kamaji would like step towards it and kind of look back at everybody like, is this a bad idea?
No, hey guys, I think it's a good idea because if we go inside there and the Kraken is not there, so we can murder the king. There.
Yeah, but what about, getting back to our ship and then continuing on? If we go through that, we might never come back. We might die again. I've already died once. I don't want to do it again.
Oh, you die?
Well, last time we went through a sulfur passage, Mars thought she was in purgatory the whole time.
Yeah. I would say that like your mission is the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, but I mean that's kind of Marge's whole thing.
I would also say, yeah, like Marge is the most motivated for that. Kamaji is in full support of Marge's decision. So like, and Kamaji also like trusts Marge like more than anybody else in the party at this point. So would like be curious and take like a step towards, but then look back towards Marge to see what Marge was doing and would follow suit with that whatever decision Marge made.
Okay.
I think we need to get back. We've got places to go. Remember?
Isn't the king gonna send the Kraken just follow us?
Not if he's inside, and we can rush, and he doesn't know that we have a ship, so we can just quickly skedaddle.
We can just get on the ship, dock on the south end of the island, and then just go over land to the north. Not like the Kraken's going to follow us over land.
I also have an
All right.
idea. I can use.
I say we let the dice decide.
I have an idea to move very fast away from here.
Okay.
This is kind of crazy. If I cast, if we go up to the surface, I cast Tensor's floating disc as a ritual. It creates a circular horizontal plane of force that is like 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, and floats 3 feet above the ground, which I would assume would just be above the sea level.
Yep.
The disc remains for an hour. It can hold 500 pounds, but it's immobile while I'm within 20 feet of it. If I move more than 20 feet of it, it follows me so that it remains within 20 feet of me. And it can move across uneven terrain, whatever, all this other stuff. It just can't change elevation. If you move more than 100 feet away from the disc, typically because it can't move around an obstacle to follow you, the spell ends. But so what if I cast that as a ritual and then I cast the spell Fall? That I alter gravity, and I just alter gravity to be like about 5 degrees above, or like maybe like 2 degrees above the water level. So I just fall for 500 feet, like a couple inches off the water, and then I fall into the water, and I wouldn't take any damage because I'm not falling any amount of feet. I'm just falling right into the water at an angle. And then I do it again once the disc catches up to me. So I could move I only have 2 first level spell slots.
I see.
I only have 2 first level spell slots, but I could move the entire party 1,000 feet away in 12 seconds.
Wow.
If we move that fast and hit the water, are we gonna have like velocity behind us? And are we gonna, even if you're fall for more than 100 feet and you hit water, it's like you die anyways just because of the impact, right?
Yeah.
Because of water tension. It's not,
Are you hitting the water?
Yeah, no, but I'm not. I'm literally so like whatever. Maybe I'll do like a 5-degree fall. So like I'm like fall like it's gravity is like 5 degrees up. So like I'm falling like this, and then I would like taper off and then fall down. But my downward speed would be almost nothing.
Well, if you're falling the whole time though, you're just falling. You're still falling the whole time, right? And then that's, if you think about it physically, if you're continually falling the whole way, then you fall faster as you fall. So you
Yeah, but
velocity.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like straight down to the water.
No,
It's
but
like
the
this.
forces aren't the same the whole time. I changed the direction of gravity for 1 round,
Okay.
and I fall 500 feet in 1 round. And then for the next round, the gravity changes, and I fall. Whatever we could do some complicated math. But
you know
I
what?
feel like if I do like a 1 degree a 1 degree thing for 500 feet, and then I would just fall, like 5 feet into the water.
I'm just gonna say
So-
yes because we've spent so long discussing it, and I want to move forward. So you guys are going to be looks like you're floating on a disc and flying very
Well,
fast.
we have to get
I'm
to the
not-
surface before we could do this. But
Okay.
yes, when we get to the
I'm not
surface, that's what I
exactly
want to try
sure.
and do.
What it is I'm picturing, but
Hear me out. It's like this. This is the sea. So this is the sea. So Kamaji is like falling like this. So it's like like a Yahtzee. Shoo! And then we tie the rope on him, and then we can just like this, like
now we're jet skiing.
If anybody
Water skiing.
here or anybody in the Twitch audience has ever read Mistborn books and knows about lashing, that's exactly what this is, and that's exactly what I'm picturing. Basically, you
Okay.
can like lash yourself to change the directions of gravity and stuff. But like, I'm also attaching that to a floating disc that you guys are flying on that is zooming across the surface of the water.
I feel like this is a recipe for Marge to take 500 feet of falling damage.
No, we'll be fine.
Right?
I
We'll be
see.
fine.
I see both points. I think we're just gonna go with it because we've spent so
Sure.
long on it already. You guys are gonna
yeah, I
be
want to try
scooting
some
across.
water skiing.
You guys are leaving though, right? You're leaving the you're not apprehended, so you could just leave the palace and float back to the surface. At this point, you're going to take the disc.
On the way back to the surface, though, Marge did want to try to commune with the Salt Brine Lordess. Just on the way back up. Just like as a...
We meant
she just
to...
wanted to like let out, hey, as
I'll
she's
be right
swimming
back.
up with everybody else.
Yes.
Hey, so what's up with this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to make you roll that earlier. Let's see the religion roll.
Nine.
I'm gonna give you advantage though, because you are in the salt.
And underwater.
That passes. You hear the screechy voice. Of the Brine Lordess, is its I!
Oh, I always forget about that when I pick up. Oh, hey, it's good to hear from you.
My wonderful, wonderful warlock! Have you been serving me well?
Oh, doing great. I just we just finished killing off this lady who apparently wanted to destroy our sarcophagus. Could you believe that? Wanting to destroy the sarcophagus?
I have heard the echoes across the salts. I have felt the tickle against my skin. Someone disappoints me. The King Myrmidon. Is it true?
Yeah. Why? Now I gotta ask you a question about that guy. Why did you go ahead and give a boob like him that big old Kraken, and then he named it Snorkel? Is that your name? Wait, I gotta ask first. Is that your name for the Kraken, or is that his?
It is his.
It's a stupid
I
name,
gave
isn't it?
no
Why would you
name
name
to the
Kraken
beast.
Snorkel?
It is a terrible name. Terrible.
Yeah. You would want to name him something, strong, like a Himalayan salt killer, something.
Yes, salt related. I love it. This is why I've
Like
chosen you for my
Gridlock.
patron. So listen, Marge. I must tell you something. This fool of a King Myrmidon has failed me for the last time. He has taken my great Kraken and now is in possession of it, and I have no way of recovering my assets. And he has access to the Beastlands, which previously had no access at all. I was the one who showed him the location of the petrified stone, the petrified horn which he uses to access it. It must be taken away from him eventually, but we will have to put this at a later time. For now, I want you to concentrate on finding the sarcophagus of rejuvenation. It is very important.
Of course, that's my number one goal.
You
And then
must.
after we get the sarcophagus, I think we should talk about a renegotiation of Snorkel's services. And perhaps a
He
rename.
will be returned to me, and the ocean If you bring me the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, I will give you a different gift. Something powerful. Something that will please you. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure that Kraken would please me a whole lot. But, okay, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm picking up what you're putting down here.
He was my favorite of the beasts. I must have him back. It was foolish of me to give this to the King Myrmidon.
No, not foolish. You thought you were doing the right thing at the time. He had a crazy wife who, like I said, we took care of her for you. She's gone. She's killed. No more wife. No more destroying.
She wanted to murder me. Murder me. I am glad you destroyed her. It is why I trust you, Marge.
Who would want to murder you? That's what a horrible... You're so salty.
I
Salt's
am.
great.
And that's why we will destroy my enemies together. Promise me you won't betray me, Marge.
Oh, I would never think of doing such a thing, of course.
I hope not, because if you do, I will bury you in the sand like all of the other patrons who've betrayed
the other patrons, you say? You'll have to tell me about that another time.
Many have tried to serve me, and many have failed, and I have done away with them.
Why'd they fail before?
They failed to get me the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, which is required for my corporeal form on the material realm. Once I take shape as my true self in the ocean, I will restore the kingdoms of old.
Oh, that sounds like a great, I think, oh, did you hear that? Oh no, I think I'm losing you there, Brian Lourdes. I think we're getting close to the surface, too. I'm going to have to call you back another time. But you've been such a great help. Thanks you so much. Oh, I'm losing connection.
Wait a minute.
Hey, guys, I think I can get us that Kraken.
Okay. We made it back to the top of the ocean. And you guys are now got this disc, and you are falling forward in this, whatever this is. And you're scooting across the ocean. Your hair is being blown back as your skin is like,
No, it's really not that crazy. So it's like it's
no explanation needed. I got it. You're cruising along the top of the ocean, and you're trying to find the ship.
Yeah.
You come across the ship, but you actually dash right past it, and you just see the captain just kind of like, whoa, he's looking at this flying saucer go past. Then you guys come to a halt. You fall into the ocean. He comes over and he picks you up. We're back at the boat.
Wow, that worked.
Well, I wish King Rig would have given me one of those. That would have been a lot faster than taking the wind in the sails, don't you think, Kamaji?
Well, I can't really do it on demand, and it's a very limited thing for oh shit situations, and we were in an oh shit situation. So if you wouldn't mind, Captain, if you could raise the sails and we could get the F out of here. Excuse my language.
Very
let's
well.
go.
Of course he will. And he yells down to Tuck and Vince, man the sails, we're taking off. And they come up to the deck, and you guys are leaving. All right. So I need to know. I guess we're going north now, right? To Smoketown?
We're going north. We're going north to the sarcophagus of rejuvenation. Not even to Smoketown. We're going right to this little bay here, right where.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking we should dock on the south end and travel over land so that the Kraken doesn't follow us. Otherwise, he's gonna know right where we're at.
I will say that as soon as you set sail, you see the Kraken surface hundreds of meters away. It is following you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe we were safe from the Kraken because he was inside the Soulspore passage. But if that's the case, I agree with Shafe that we should do that.
Next time we will roll for the ocean events, and let's go ahead and pause here for today. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We're going to play our exit song, and then we'll be back to chat for as long as people like to hang out.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate this strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. This strange land.